Pum 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 pum. Pum 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 pum. Pum pum pum. Pum 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 pum. Pum pum pum. Alrighty. Good morning, guys. Let's just streaming live on YouTube. Chunky Milk 11. There we go. Okay, we can officially start the stream. How you been doing, guys, huh? Hey, Tiago, hello, hello. Yeah, I put the lyrics for the rap video on the in the comments. Hey, good morning, Andrew. I wanted to ask you guys, for the next rap video, should we put maybe like the lyrics on the video itself? Because I tried it for this one and it looked kinda cheap, like in my opinion, but I don't know, I mean, maybe... Because people do ask for like the lyrics itself, so maybe, you know? Doing great, hey, that's good to hear, man. Yeah, man, yesterday was super tiring at work, it was crazy. There was literally no people at all, so all I had to do was just sit and watch Excel spreadsheets for like 12 hours. Yeah, it's better to have lyrics on the video. Okay, I see. So for the next one, we'll put it for sure. Because I was like in two minds about it, you know, maybe it would be better, but then maybe it like is gonna take away from the video. In description is enough, I think. Well, I put it in the comments for this one. We had like 67 likes and almost 1,000 views in 2 days, so I think it's doing good, actually. We'll see, like, we need to test it out over like a month or something like that to see whether it continuously brings in views. Ooh, look at what I have here. It's looking like we're gonna make some upgrades today, man. I'll take the medals. This is probably the best thing I could ever get, you know? I mean, maybe those insignias as well, but since I haven't reached the point where I can explore the system, you know, I just kind of go for like the veterans that they said this is really useful. So okay, why not? But mostly this like I can get immediate value from. How is my war XP doing? Might actually be doing a bit low on war XP. Just one tapped my EU4 to EU5. Bruv, that's crazy. What kind of extreme cores did you use? Did you use the level 12 ones? Because it feels like anything below level 12 on an extreme upgrade 5 is just like madness. Oh, look at this, Drebzil. So basically we had a little bit of innovations, right? And Drebzil was thinking about opening like another chat channel. You know what I mean? Oh, you are not playing anymore on NA. Nah, I've been here for about 2 months plus. Not looking back. Hey, Luxie, what's up, what's up? Yeah, me and Drebzil were talking about the ways to improve the stream. I mean, it would be really nice if we could get like some kind of stream moderator that would like to try out the role. Especially if you have like experience, that would be just awesome. But for well, basically today I'm gonna sign up to Stream Elements. And basically, you know, as much as I can do myself live during stream, you know, I'll try to do it myself for the time being. And we'll see, even if we get the stream moderator, it's still gonna be useful, you know, to have the Stream Elements. As I've done my research, and Stream Elements is completely web browser, it's not gonna take any of our upload speed away, which is like happy days, and that's like the most important criteria. But it could provide a bit better like streaming experience. You know, we want to bring the drop of the day, and so I wouldn't need to enter it manually, because for the time being I don't have the second monitor. You know, so if I needed to enter something manually, I would have to go to options, window mode, and then, you know, just in the text file in my computer, and it's just gonna be a little bit tedious, alright? But I think I'll get a second monitor fairly soon, just so I can edit the stream a little bit more live. Because I don't think we're gonna get like a stream moderator anytime soon, but we are looking. We are looking, man. Hey, Moonbang. Hello, hello. Good to see you. Why so few likes? Come on, viewers, we can do better. I mean, if you can, I'll take it. But I did organize like a little event, as I said, basically 10 million for each like, which would already equal to 640 million. Because the cutoff date was basically yesterday. And yesterday at night I checked and we had like 64 likes. So that's 640 mil, plus I have to calculate the comments. And I think we'll have around like 800 mil to play around. So I think maybe like for half of that money we can use for like special guild events. And for the other half, just events for everyone. You know? Maybe like nice and easy, like hide and seek events. Like I love doing those, you know? It's already reading the live chat and relaying to Cabal. Oh, nice. Let me check it out. Cabal options, go to the channel chat. Right, so chatting. Let me see now. There we go, channel name. And use the channel name Streambot. Streambot. And it would be from 1 to 6. Create or enter channel. There we go. Brilliant. Look at this. And it's actually relaying everything you guys say into here. So it's easier for me, and perhaps it's easier for a lot of other people who are just like maybe playing on one monitor and just listening to the stream. So this way you can actually see what we're talking about. Yes, I'm Drebzil. Sent you a PM message in-game. Oh, nice. So you are Drebzil. Okay, okay. Because I think you have a different Discord name as well, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, happy days, man. Thank you for the innovation. We're still working on the news. Alright, I had this basically idea, and Drebzil already made the prototype, where basically we would have Cabal news just rolling. You know how in like news segments you have this little bar just rolling and it updates to like the most urgent news? And I really wanted to have something like that in the stream. Because it would be so fun. You would see like Black switched from Capella to Procon, like, is this the new era? Or like Vanguards keep destroying people in wars, just something like that. VIP chat, yeah, kinda like that, to be fair. It's so nice that it relays everything. It's actually working really good. I did not expect it. Oh, that's super fun, man. Okay, we need to get our head in the game, right? What are we even doing for today? 80 medals and only 4.7k war XP. I feel like it's not gonna be enough. Maybe we could wait a little bit, at least to do one war, to get a bit more war XP, and then we could use all of these medals, because this is a lot of medals. And it's gonna cost quite a bit, because we need now at least 80 merit evaluation orders. And those I always just buy off from the agent shop. I don't use my DP for it, because I don't think it's worth to use your DP for it when the price of merit evaluation orders is actually kind of good. Okay, no. Wow, they went up in price and by quite a bit. Damn. Now we actually have to do some math whether it's better to use DP or actual ALs for these merit evaluation orders. Because the last time I bought it, they were at 1.6 million. So from 1.6 to 2.2 million, that's a huge jump. You know what I mean? Just spent 200 million yesterday for merit medal evaluation orders. So expensive. Yeah, they got so expensive. I think it's because everyone actually got the same level, the level 31 at the same time. So people already knew that, merit evaluation orders are gonna be going up in price. Maybe it's for this time, either it's more profitable to just wait for the price to drop, because I can get 4 of them for 50 DP, so I'm paying 12 DP for one. 12 DP for 2 million. 2.2 million. Okay, so I mean, it's still kinda maybe worth it to buy it from the agent shop, but just maybe at this point. I think it would be much better if we just try to wait on our merit medals, right? Because the merit evaluation orders, they're definitely gonna get cheaper. It's only now that they got so much more expensive. Later, if the channel chat becomes clutter, we can set up the password for only members to join in game. Yeah, let's see how it does, you know? Chief Monday, it's Wednesday. Wait, is it Wednesday? Holy moly, it's Wednesday. I've been working way too much, man. Oh, those 12-hour shifts, like, they really mess you up. You know, you start from 8... Yeah, I did got lost in the days. Because, you know, now I'm measuring days by the days off and the days that I'm working day shifts and night shifts. Holy moly. Yeah, because I had Monday off, right? And then I was supposed to work Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Okay, man, it felt like Monday today for me. Maybe it's a good thing, you know? We have this little saying in Lithuania that people who don't track time are the happiest people on earth. So maybe I fall into that category, I don't know. Okay, let's use some of these. So this is gonna actually increase my combat power by quite a bit. Because the reason I want to level up my medal score, all of these stats are gonna get leveled up. Right, so as you can see, these ones are maxed, these ones are maxed. And here, if you remember, we had like a really, really good luck. So everything here was done by just one try, basically, you know, one kind of upgrading session. And we already managed to get 2 all skill amps. So I really want them to jump from 1 to 2. That's gonna be a big jump. That's 2 extra skill amp, and it's gonna be a bunch of extra all attack up. These two, like, I'm still planning on changing. So we'll see, maybe today we can focus on that. I have been stacking a lot of pet and train kits lately, using all my DP for them, just in case if I want to gamble on my pet. But maybe the DP that we get today, we could use to clear these 2 slots and see if we can get something better. Right, because we also got like a lot of unity. Well, honor medal potions. Let me just see in which level I can raise it to. There we go. Let me find all of my honor medals. And by the way, this is, in my opinion, the most efficient way how to do it. You want to use your honor medal potions as much as possible. Right, so take the full kind of... to use the full limitation, you know? Because now I can only use it up to 30% of each honor medal level. So I make sure I do it. There we go. And it's not gonna let me do any more. You can make bank of your souls, by the way. Oh yes, because I have a lot of them. I've been stacking them from day one. 647. So you can trade in 1 soul for 2 stain clones. Alright? Oh, look at this. Loppy is literally texting the same thing. And stain clones are 1.2 million each. So basically that's over a billion, right? At the very least. It's like 1.5 billion I have here from the souls. And I don't know, I mean, Stellar actually using souls is gonna be such a late game for me. Like, it's not gonna be anytime soon whatsoever. Oh, look at this, we already upgraded 2 out of 3. I was only missing 1 level, happy days. I don't know, maybe we will make bank of the... You heard the news? Chabby got slot extender ultimate. Wait, did he really? Bruv, there's no... I mean... Man, I have to be happy for Chabby, for sure, but sometimes it just starts to get annoying, man. Everyone's dropping slot extenders. You know what I mean? Where's my slot extender? Sooner or later, right? I guess the more I wait, or the more I grind without getting the slot extender, once I actually get it, it's just gonna be so much more, like, euphoric for me. It's not the work, it's the cute girls at work. It could be that, or it could be the night shifts. Especially the transition between the day shift and the night shift. Because that transition really messes you up. Like, no kidding, you know? The weekends don't matter anymore, lol. Hi, Chinky. If you could help me and give me your opinion, that would be great. Could you tell me the top 3 classes to get kills in Nation War? And is either Wizard or Blader among those 3 classes? Well, in terms of killing people at war, I'm not really the best person to ask, right? Because even at war, I am strictly a PvE player. You know, I don't even get into any kind of confrontations or not even try to, destroy the opposing nation. I just fully focus on my PvE. And my goal would be that if I become increasingly strong, let's say just as strong as one of the Vanguard members, I could just protect the crew, in the Procan section. So, for example, if one of the Vanguards come in against one of the Vanguards versus 20 Procans, well, maybe, I could try to 1v1. Maybe not even destroy the Vanguard, but just, to keep him away from the team. Basically just a bodyguard role. That's my plan. But from just the limited experience that I have, it's not about the class. Look at Eye Black. He's a wizard and breaks everybody in game. Yeah, that's true. I actually wanted to mention the Black. He switched from Capella to Procan, and he is like basically the most aggressive player in war. And having such a high level player, especially as a wizard, that's devastating. Because wizard can outrun anyone in game. So if he locks onto you, there's literally no escape. From what I've heard as well, that Force Shielders like super strong at war, which, I cannot vouch for myself. It's just something that I heard. They do seem strong in terms of that it's really hard to kill Force Shielders in war. But then again, do they have the same ability to chase you down and destroy you? Definitely not. The Wizard is probably the best for it, just because Wizard has the biggest movement speed. You could also take a look at Force Archer. A Force Archer has the biggest range in game. And I think Force Gunner would also be something like very useful because of the BM3. You kind of, you can kind of dash around the whole, or levitate around the whole war scene. So I think chasing players would be much easier. But it's always going to be dependent on your build, right? If you have like a full skill am build, you're going to destroy people. But Black always runs from me. Oh, really? Man, I cannot imagine that, because whenever I see him, it's just like either game over or try to, escape. But usually it's just game over, because I usually spot him way too late, and Black can two-shot me. Not one shot, which is good progress for me, but two-shot. So, and even if I use all of my defensive skills, there's no way that I can escape him. So, yeah. And personally, I think like Force Blader should be good because of man, I can't even speak now. Of all of the debuffs. So Force Blader could just literally just use the movement speed debuff, and I think he has 2 of those, plus 1 mana freeze. So he can incapacitate you in the single spot for quite a while. If you're strong enough, look at this, people are saying Force Blader's most OP class on war. Yeah, so it's mostly just gonna be depending on your build. But if you're really like, that's your late game goal, to be the biggest menace in war that you can be, I would say go either for Force Blader or Wizard. Wizard is only gonna be like super strong if you are super strong and you have super good build. But just the fact that you can outrun and chase anyone you want, that's crazy. That's why maybe I would pick Wizard in that category, if I'm just going for as many kills as possible. Yeah, it's true, and Chabi got it from Flame Nest. Man, Flame Nest is literally the dungeon that I can farm. And I can do it in, I think, under 4 minutes. Maybe today is gonna be like a massive Flame Nest farm, I don't know. It's about having 1.9 million combat power to kill someone. Yeah, I mean, it's true. But I think he was asking just for what character to build. And since it's his late game goal, what character would best reflect that goal? And if you really have the time, Yeah, it's either gonna be Force Blader or Wizard. Wizard just because he can chase you down, and Force Blader just because he has OP, literally OP debuffs. And most of them are just gonna be used at war. You can silence and leg fracture. Yes, as a DM I can do that. And I think DM is pretty decent in war as well. But I wouldn't say that he's the best, you know? But fairly decent, especially with the Petrify. For me personally, like the Petrify is the best skill ever. Because if I see like an OP Capella member, I could just Petrify them instantly and that's it. You know? If you guys could see his channel, it's nice. It's even colored. Yeah, it is. It is. You know, like all the names and... Bruv, it actually worked like so well. I cannot believe that it was just like that, you know? Just start up the stream and it's implemented. That's crazy. All we're missing now is the drop of the day and the news bar. And you know, already the stream is gonna be like so much nicer. It's more than like a stream then at that point, you know? It's almost like a show. In Mission War, objectives-wise, the best is Force Archer, but if you want a PK, the best is Warrior. Warrior, really? That's crazy to me. Tinty saying that the best class in game is Gladiator, hands down. Oh, man. You with the jokes, eh? Bro, can you show me your items? I might give you some of mine because I've already stopped playing Play Cabal. Well, you know, it's really nice that you offer that. But, you know, I am a member of Play Cabal, and I'm already progressing fast on my own pace. And I think it would be, like, very unfair to other players if I just, you know, take some gear from players who are quitting. Because that gear is definitely gonna be costing a lot. You know what I mean? The only kind of in-game gifts that I actually accept is just, like, some scrap scrolls or something like that that, you know, might be tedious to get, but they don't really have any big value in-game, you know? But otherwise, like, I would just be happy just to progress myself. You know what I mean? Force Blader doesn't even need to chase. If you see one, you're dead. Yeah, I mean, because of the debuffs, you know? You just lock them in place and you put a mana freeze on them. Like, how you're supposed to combat that? You know? Accepting donation. Sloppy is like, I'm accepting donations, thank you. Oh man, Sloppy. Damn. Okay. Let's see, I remember that last stream we still didn't finish off our premium dungeons, right? Premium dungeons is something that I would like to do at the very beginning, as it's just easy DP. Hold up, let me finish with the honor medals. Go get it to 100% and start using these potions of honor medal. Get the first 30%. And now we can keep using these. Go. Yeah, this is by far the most efficient way to do it. And I'm glad to be spending my potions of honor medal, as I've been stacking them for a long time. What did I press? I pressed the wrong button. Put them back. And as you can see, we already made quite a decent upgrades already. 888 combat power, and that's not even it. Because we can buy 3 of these. And this is my maximum combat power for right now. 893,000. Man, that's actually a lot when you think about it. Like, that's a lot of combat power. I think, like, each day I'm just more and more prepared to start grinding Ultimate DX dungeons, rather than just, like, Awakened IC1 or something like that. Go farm. Yeah, we need to go farm. Or else we can, like, spend hours, you know, just talking like this. And actually not getting anything productive for the accounts. 888 gamble time. Is 80... I mean, all the triple digits are theoretically, you know, considered to be lucky. Man, I wonder like how Chabi is feeling, right? Because I know that just a couple days before, he succeeded his EU upgrades. And now he dropped Slot Extender Ultimate as well. I mean, man, that guy must be so rich right now. World boss in 2 minutes. Oh, that's super good that you let me know that. We'll switch to channel 4 immediately. Did I get anything good? I mean, not a bad drop to be fair. A lot of mercenary pieces plus a Minesta. Okay, let's go to channel 4 real quick before it fills up with players. I spent like $3,500 on my Force Archer before. I always enjoyed Mission War until I met a strong warrior. Of all the strong characters I encountered, the warrior is really hard to take down. Yeah, I think... But then again, like, if we're thinking about the takedowns, Force Shielder would be even harder to take down, right? Forgotten Ruin, oh, that's good. That is good. A little bit of lag might be incoming. That's really good. That's an easy world boss for me. Because even the last time I did the world boss, I actually got 3 world bosses in a row. Like channel 8. No, sorry, channel 4, channel 5. And then another channel. The only one that I didn't manage to get the full points was on channel 9. And for me, that was just like a really big deal. Milky Way party, let's go. Okay, let's wait at the time. When there's like 10 seconds left up until the freaking remaining timer, we're gonna use all of our skills. BM2 and Aura immediately. Rich get richer, what can you do? It is like that. Rich do get richer. Boost content when? What are we talking about? Boost content? You mean like echoes and stuff like that? I love the rap chunk. Hey, super nice to hear that, man. That is really nice to hear. Look at Wolf's gear. Oh, hold up. We'll need to first focus on the world boss right now. Wait, Wolf is Chabi? No way. Is this true? Okay, hold up. Let's just quickly focus. Come on. There we go. Full damage immediately. Because this is gonna go past really, really quick. Wolfish Chabi Gladiator, man, I wanna check his gear. I really wanna check his gear. Look at the points that I'm getting here. Pretty good, right? Just a little bit more focus time. We need to be fast and efficient. Sorry. I'm hitting like all the wrong players. I cannot hit the boss. Might I die here? Okay, didn't get points here. Let's just go strict to channel 9. There we go. Man, look at this. At every single channel, there's just loads of players. Okay, so I will get 2 world boss down. That's already good for me. I'll take that. Now, what are we talking about the boost content, right? Are we talking about boosting new people in Eka? Because actually we can start doing it on the weekends, to be fair. I'm already strong enough to boost. Like, I can do Devil Tower 1 at level 5. I can do Devil Tower 2 at level 4, so this is the only kind of discrepancy. If I do it at level 5, I'm like max ready to boost. And Ekai can already finish. So I think Chenki boost would actually be like a really good one. Okay, where's Woof? He in the guild? Is his gladiator in the guild as well? Yes, it is. View equipment. View equipment. There. Bro, that is crazy. That is crazy. Chenki is not bothered. Yeah, I got two world boss. That's like good enough for me, man. I'm happy with that. I'll take it. People misclick all the time when switching channels. Yeah, the same thing happens to me. And at that point, it gets a little bit stressful because, like, I just want to hit the boss really quick so I can get it. Damn. Oh my days. Oh my days. How can Shabby do this so quick? That's not one slot extender ultimate. He probably had like 3 more slot extenders ultimate in the bag. That's crazy. Plus 18. He didn't even bother to slot his chakrams. You know what I mean? So he can gain so much more attack power than he actually has right now. Extreme 6 out of 7 and upgrade 15 out of 15 already. What about this one? This one is 5 out of 7. Still not slotted. Man, the rich do get richer. Look at this, he's literally wearing Margahept ring and Left Tyrant's ring with this gear. That's crazy. Oh my days, oh my days. Yes, Raider. Yes, Raider. Holy moly. My hands are gripping my head because I just cannot understand. This is a new character, by the way. Hold up, let me go pee. We need to analyze his gear, like, in depth. I even made 2 coffees preemptively, so then I wouldn't need a separate coffee break. So just 1 second, guys. Man, I actually wanted to grind on this stream, and it's looking like if I do that, it's just gonna be a very, very long stream. That char's newly created? Yes, it is. I mean, it's not like a new account. You know, Chabi has already, like, he's a veteran. He has the veteran status in-game, but he created a new gladiator. And I mean, I just cannot... Because this combat power, we don't even need to look at it. You know, this is not a representation of how powerful he actually is. Because look at his rings. These rings make me puke. You know what I mean? In 30 days, he will definitely get the Tempus ring and the Mazel ring, which is gonna add him so much penetration, which is just gonna boost his combat power to next level. What is your coffee? Black? No. I actually do the 3-in-1s now. Because they do give the same coffee taste, but they don't have nearly as much caffeine in them. So for the 3-in-1s, I can actually drink more of them per day. Rather than just like, you know, normal coffee from the beans. Because that one just has so much caffeine. So, you know, you cannot go for like 3 coffees a day. The proper ones. But for 3-in-1s, you could even drink like 4 to 5. And you're gonna feel less caffeinated than with the normal coffee. One cup is actually down already. Man, this is turning into a freaking 10-hour stream. At least I did one dungeon. Oh, man. Newly created character plus veteran and RMT. RMT, it's a very big accusation, you know, I wouldn't drop it just like that, you know, as it's a completely bannable offense. So we have to be careful about this. What I would agree on, newly created character on a veteran account with veteran funds. And maybe some real money spending, but not RMT. RMT is like you will get banned literally in like 1 minute. It's not acceptable in the server. Do Eka so you can chat. Oh yeah, we can do Eka. Yeah, that's actually a good idea. As I really wanna analyze this gear. Oh wait, I'm actually gonna use my force gems to enter. Oh, there we go. The vouchers have sold. Happy days. So that's gonna be my event fund. Who knows? I mean, maybe we do the event today or the next day. What's RMT? RMT is real money trading. So trading in-game items for real money. And it's completely forbidden in the server. And I'm glad that it is, you know? I don't think RMT, but you can drop a lot of real money in cards. Yeah, I mean, buying vouchers for real money and exchanging that to alts, that's completely fine. That's not RMT at all. It's just donating money. You know what I mean? RMT is when you actually take your in-game loot and you sell it off for real-life currency to like a third party. And I know that in official they have, you know, their eyes crossed a little bit on that. But here it's completely forbidden. Okay, so let's see. That's not coffee. Drink coffee like a real man. Let your heart beat faster. Be a real man. Road to 1 million combat power? I mean, it's looking like that, to be fair. Although, not at the minute, still. Because when you think about it, look at this. The reason I have such high combat power is because I have full event accessories. And these are gonna expire at 27th. So what, in like 3 days? Yeah, in 3 days they all expire. Oh, Arianel, yes, thank you very much. You know what I mean? So this combat power is not really my true combat power. So it's... A road to 1 million, I think it's still a bit too early to even think about it, because from 900k, once I actually reach legit 900k combat power, to get from 900k to 1 million, I think it's just gonna be really, really hard. You know what I mean? And it might take like a full month, if not more. Because I've pretty much done most of the easy upgrades, you know? And then the harder upgrades would be like proper extreme upgrades and stuff like that. No, there was Gladiator selling the items. He paid 5 billion for suit, gloves, and boots master. Okay, let's get his equipment back on. Hold up, let me clear this pesky wave real quick. Go. Have the equipment ready. Okay, so Chabby paid 5 billion for suit, gloves, and boots. That's super cheap. I mean, he built them up himself, right? Because there's no way he bought it like this, all 3 of these for 5 billion. If he did, that's crazy good deal. Like if it was actually all extreme 3 out of 3s. And divine 13s out of 15s. And epic option maxed as well. Plus 20, no, there's no way he paid just... He had to do some kind of upgrades himself though, right? If he didn't, that's like the deal of the century, to be fair. Weapons, I don't know, but he paid like 5.5 billion for complete master set. That's crazy good value. If actually the set came in like this, that's crazy good value. I mean, we cannot ignore the fact that everything here is EU3 with Divine 13, 15 and plus 20. All that just cost 5.5 billion? Bruv. That's like next level value right there. I think he got it from a friend. Okay, well then maybe that would explain it. But just by looking at the agent shop, because I've been checking agent shop every single day, you know, couple times a day at least. And there's no way that you can just buy everything like that for that cheap. If there was like some upgrades missing, maybe he did EU himself or something like that, then I would say, okay, yeah, that makes sense. But if he bought them as is, for that price, man. Made the helmet from scratch. Oh, there we go. Chabby is in the chat. Happy days, man. We are inspecting your gladiator. And I have to say it's crazy. My event accessory is gonna expire soon and I'm gonna be sad. Yeah, just like me. You know, I have 3 more days to enjoy my event accessories. And then I'm gonna lose like a whole lot of combat power. How old is the server? I think it's like a year and a half, something like this, right? So for the first year and a half, this server is doing amazing, you know what I mean? I don't know, in my eyes it's only, you know, just not only growing, but it's growing like faster, you know? So yeah, I'm really happy to be in the server. Plus 15 if I'm correct. Okay, so he plus 20 himself. And then he made the helmet from scratch. The helmet is 10 critical rates, 16 critical rate in options, and 1 for all skill amp. Very interesting build. Definitely very, very interesting. The chakrams though are just like next level, man. EU6, EU5 on freaking Demonites. And he went to plus 18, not plus 17. Because what I did with my Demonite crystal, as you can see, mine is actually plus 17. Because after plus 15 it doesn't break anymore. So I gambled up until plus 17. And maybe Chabby did the same thing by not using any safeguards, but he went to plus 18. If so, maybe I should consider trying to get this warp to plus 18 myself as well. I think I should have some 160 ultimate cores left. I mean, it would be a gamble, but if Chabby is doing it, maybe I should do it too. Critical ring plus... Ooh, hold up. Here's where you need to focus just a little bit. Go full damage straight away. Lightning aura. No worries here. DM is so well equipped to actually take on this boss. It's crazy. There we go. And the last one. Literally no trouble at all. I did, the guy selling was rushing. Oh, wow. Man, now that's a deal of the century. That is the deal of the century. Chabby, buy my blader gear and rush so I can go wizard. Are you sure, Sloppy, you wanna go from blader to wizard? That's... cause like, I mean, blader is blader, you know what I mean? I don't know, if I had blader, then I think I wouldn't even look back. I would just accept my fate as a blader player. Cause blader is good, I played blader in official. And the only reason that I didn't play it here is just because I played it on official. I was sad when I saw it. I was drool. Yeah, I mean, cause this gear, This is like some crazy ass gear, you know what I mean? We didn't even get to the accessories. I just wanna kinda get my chat a little bit, catch up with the chat. Chubby is like, how much? Chubby is just buying the whole server at this point. He's like, ah, you wanna sell your blader gear? Okay, I'll take it. Whatever. It's pocket change. Man. How come you guys surprised on the master sets? I'm more surprised on the EU6 weapons. Well, yeah, like the EU6 weapons is definitely super surprising. But since like he bought it, the set, he bought it for such a good deal. You know, that's like master negotiation. He found a person who was in rush to sell, and he had the funds, so he bought the whole bundle for cheap. I mean, that's just crazy. How the hell did he manage to Extreme 6 his weapons? I have no idea. That's beyond me. I'm afraid to Extreme 3 out of 3 my gear. And we have people here just Extreme 6 like there's no tomorrow. Because this is not his main account, you know? Like, that's what you have to realize. It's not his main account. Vienna. My cat is going crazy. That's just like a side chick, you know what I mean? I mean, main account, but not the main character. That's what I mean. That's just next level, man. Everything here is plus 20, as you would expect. Yes, just as expected. For the Brocks and Minestas, like, I don't even know how to value them, you know? Yeah, this is the accessories are maxed. Ascendus Previous Earring. Normal attack damage up 15% plus 35 HP steal. Okay. Not too bad. Hold up, let me clear these minions real quick. Ignore penetration. 44, 58. Wow, that's a lot. Vienna. My cat wants something like right now. And it ain't gonna happen, man. She's so spoiled. She just came from outside and she's like, okay, now you guys make me food. I came home. Hey Chunky, make the in-game chat window a little higher to avoid missed messages. I could, but then I would need to, you know, block even higher on the stream. Because I thought about it, you know, just to increase the size. But then I would have to have like a big ass like support Chunky on Patreon sign. Which I don't think that it would look pleasant, you know what I mean? Man, when my cat is like this, I know what like the best deal to do. I just take my cat and snuggle. She hates it. Like, normally she likes snuggling, but while I just kind of grab her and just start snuggling, she for some reason doesn't like it. And I use it as punishment. You know, would just go like, ooh, choo, you're so cute, na. And for some reason she hates it. She only accepts it when she's the one initiating the snuggle. But if I initiate it, oh, she does not like it. So I use it as a punishment because I actually like to snuggle with the cat. Is she orange? Yes, she has a little bit of orange. She's basically 3 colors, white, black, and orange. So yeah, you know, the stuff about orange cats is completely true. No, the 3 parts are already plus 20, only helmet was plus 0 and I made it to plus 20. I saved 4000 upgrade core ultimate, so I just spammed it. 4000? Okay, so I'm definitely not going on plus 18 on my crystal. Because to get this crystal from plus 15 to plus 18, it took me 150 upgrade core ultimates. Yeah, I'm gonna take the cat and I'm gonna snuggle the shit out of him. Whoa. Hey. Oh wow, okay, I did not expect that. I literally did not expect it. Hold up, let me get my buffs back. Get my... Wait, what? Where's my BM even going? Man, let's just... I'm doing this at level 2 as well for no freaking reason at all. I don't need the XP, right? I should have done it at level 0. Above plus 15, not gonna break. No, the worst thing that it can break is back to plus 15. That's literally the worst case scenario. Check the QV7. Oh, let's check it. For sure, for sure. Let's see, view equipment. UV7. That ain't no PV5. Plus 20. Ignore penetration, 115. Resist critical damage, resist skill amp. Extreme upgrade 6 out of 6. Upgrade divine 15 out of 15. Wow, that's... I mean, having max extreme upgrade on your QV7, that's crazy. 750 penetration it gives. Freaking 150. That's a lot. That's a lot of penetration in just one item. And then if you count the divine level, that's another 50 penetration. So this bike alone gives like 200 penetration. 13 critical damage, 13 all skill amp. Demonite Apaulet as well. Nearly perfect Orphidias. This ring must have cost a lot. Let's check how much critical ring plus 5 costs. Oh, I have my skill animations on. Hold up. There we go. Now it should be good. Critical ring plus 5. 13 billion. Holy freaking moly. So that's pretty much slot extender ultimate. Main account or main char? It's main account, and I think he made the char on the same account, because there's no other way that he could reach such high combat power so quickly. Isn't illegal to have multiple accounts? No, it's only illegal to shift value from multiple accounts into one. You know? So for example, I'll have to create a new account myself just for the Iron Man challenge. Because in the last stream we spoke about that if I were to do Iron Man challenge on this account, it wouldn't really be fair. You know what I mean? Because my collection and everything is shared between the whole account. And since I want to do a proper Iron Man challenge, I have to create a new account. You know what I mean? But I'm not planning to shift value from one account to the other. Any news on the Iron Man challenge? Oh wow, literally on point. Yeah, we'll actually start doing it sooner than expected. I initially thought about starting it on Friday or Saturday. But now I think I'll even just start it either tomorrow or even today in the evening. So I'll just have to prepare just a little bit. For now, like, the main concern was just to have a nice stream done for today. And then with the rest of my time, I can actually focus on the Iron Man challenge. Right, because it's not only the Iron Man challenge itself, it's only gonna be like a guided playthrough. You know, completely starting from zero and doing everything yourself. So just the first episode is gonna be the hardest one to crack. And once I have the first episode done, easy peasy from then on. Easy freaking peasy. Let's see. By the way, Chenky, when you do the gladiator character, you should do a challenge where you use only the things you drop or buy from the gladiator char. Like, you can put your bike or accessories from DM to gladiator. Yeah, that's exactly what we're doing. And we're even going like even step further. Because if I were just to put a gladiator on this account, all of this collection would be shared. And we don't want that. We want like the biggest challenge possible. And yeah, like the first episode could come out like even tomorrow. Because ideally I would start filming the very first episode today. Right? Orange cats is like Karens. Yeah, definitely. I still have 2000 ultimate extreme cores. Damn, that's crazy. How long would you have you been stacking them? I have no idea, but it has to be long. Okay, I think I can do like start doing some premium dungeons while I talk. There's just so much news today, you know, that it's just like even hard to focus on the dungeons actually. Will you restrict to solo dungeons too, because the dungeon carry could be a huge boost for the account? I got Aurora DP when I got carried to Awakened FT2. Yeah, I think, yeah. It's good that we mentioned this, because you know I need to have all of the rules on display. You know what I mean? That means you will craft even dungeon entries. No, because the dungeon entries, I would just get it from the shop, they're free. You know what I mean? That seems just a little bit unreasonable to craft dungeon entries when they're literally free. The only thing is like I'm not trading with anyone. Not with any players, I'm not trading with the agent shop, and I cannot use any resources that from this account. But crafting the entries as well, it seems like a little bit of an unnecessary stretch. You know what I mean? So the dungeon entries, since they are free for everyone from Peddler, I'm gonna get them from Peddler as well. But the thing is, I cannot use agent shop at all or trade with any players. So, you know, I have to drop everything myself. And that's gonna be the fun part of it, you know? Starting with the starter gear, and then you kind of have to... Because the first aim is gonna be somehow attain the Paladinium gear. Right? And if we cannot use any dungeon boosts as well, which I do agree with, because if someone can just boost me to like... or like EUP runs or something like that, well, that's gonna be a massive boost. And it's not really gonna fit the challenge. The challenge is supposed to be hardcore, you know? So I think getting boosted is also gonna be one of the rules that it's forbidden. On at least my Iron Man challenge. You know? And that's why I wanna have all of the rules. If you have any more suggestions, man, let me know today, you know? Because I'm starting the first episode today. And basically the starting kind of hello intro to the episodes always gonna have like the rules stated on each single episode. So, you know, the rules is gonna be I'm not allowed to trade with any players, not allowed to use agent shop, not allowed to use help of any kind, basically, you know, from the other players. It has to be completely solo. But since like the dungeon entries, they're provided by the server itself, I feel like there's no need to actually go even on top of that and start crafting my own entries, you know? Will this Iron Man challenge continue indefinitely? What if there's a new event? Will it affect your main account? Events are good because of crazy rewards. Yeah, so I mean, it's gonna go indefinitely. For sure, because it's gonna be very slow progress. But like, I'm still gonna be spending as much time as I am on my main account. Because all the streams are most likely gonna be done with my main account. You know, and the Iron Man challenge is a separate challenge on a different account. Like, I'm still gonna, you know, level up my main account, you know what I mean? Chief, I would join the guild, to be honest. Just you have someone to talk to. I mean, a guild... Yeah, I mean, a guild, I don't think it would break the rules, the guild. So the guild benefits would be that you get the guild treasure, right? But then again, like, the whole idea of the Iron Man challenge... Wait, lore, for fuck's sake. Yes, we need to lore. Someone is not letting this guy pass. There we go, Sloppy is gonna take the charge and take the lore. I'll start using my BM3 here. There we go, and it's almost lured. Just get that guy a little bit here. No, just set a character to guild, don't set it as main character. I mean, it's gonna be on this, you can get treasures then. Let's because it's gonna be a new account. If I wanted to, I could set it as main character. It wouldn't affect my main account. But let's think about it. Would setting a character as a main character would break the rules of Iron Man? And I need your honest opinions, because, you know, I can just join it just for the chat. Or, you know, I could use all of the guild treasures and whatnot. I mean, in my point, it wouldn't be breaking any kind of rules, but then again, it's not even that big of a boost. Like, I'm happy to go either way. It basically depends on the viewer's enjoyment. Because we need to decide it now, because then we're gonna make it an official rule. And once it's made, you know, I cannot break it. Chenky, can you put the Discord link here on the comment section? I think I could. Hold up. Because, it's in the description. Let me just copy it with my phone. Wow, I don't even have the Discord link in the description. Well, that's good that I noticed. Yeah, for now, like, during the stream is gonna be a little bit hard for me. Because I have to close the game or minimize the game to do so. Guild is an essential part of Cabal. I don't think it breaks the rules. Yeah, neither do I, but I want to know your guys' opinion on this. Because, you know, it feels like a bunch of, like, extra unnecessary stuff. You know what I mean? Because the whole idea of Iron Man is to be self-sufficient. So from one point, joining a guild might mean that you're less self-sufficient, but then again, guild is a big part of the game. You know? So I don't know. But we need more opinions on this. I wonder, along the way somewhere I lost my Discord link. So I'll need to create a new one. Damn. Because I checked the description, it was missing. No, hell no. Make your own guild for sure, real Iron Man stuff. I think if you do Iron Man without guild, you get burned out. Well, that's the thing. I'm not gonna do it as my main thing, you know? It's only for... It's gonna be very long series. The series are gonna be guided towards... It's like a fun content to watch, but also for new people to learn from. You know what I mean? And I don't think I will get burned out, because if I do get burned out, I just can't stop playing on there. You know, because I'm still gonna be playing as much as I am right now on my main character. You know, it's not like I'm quitting my DM and starting like a new character. That's definitely not gonna happen. Message you on Discord. You can send me an invite if you have the time. Let me find some kind of... Wait, is this one? This is the Procan one. Let me find someone to attack. I would need to fix the Discord link. Maybe Capella base is now gonna be safe. Yes, it's looking like it's gonna be safe. Happy days. There we go. Oh no, it's not safe. Oh no, it is safe. It did not focus on killing me. Happy days, man. Man, I wonder where even is my YouTube Discord link. It's crazy that it's not in any of these. Okay, let's check, like, for example, this stream. Where did I lose my Discord link? Yeah, look at this. Join brand new Discord, and there's no link here. Bruv. That's a really big mistake. Let's check it here. Okay, the link is here. So for some reason along the way it didn't paste itself. Hold up, let me not check any other messages. There we go. And I also want to put it in our live chat. So just in case some people want to join the Discord. There we go. Lovely stuff. Look at this, we're still alive. Not for long. Who is attacking me? Rescue me. That's a nice name, to be fair. That is a nice name. It's called Iron Man because from the comics, Iron Man did all the stuff alone, though. Okay. Okay, hold up. Now, that's really good. Right, we're getting into the true origins of the channel. So you're saying Iron Man did everything himself. So it's basically like, you know, not even conversing with the other people. Just like a full loner challenge, alright? Because I'm thinking maybe like the Iron Man challenge is supposed to reflect like how it would be if you would be literally the only player playing on the server. So you would get done everything yourself, and at that point there would be no guild. Because guild is not a big sacrifice at all. You know, the biggest sacrifice is actually crafting all of the gear myself. What if you succeed EU7 on Gladiator? Will you treat it as your main? Bro, to even get to that point on the Gladiator? There's no way. You know? There's literally no way. I mean, then it would be like 2-year Iron Man challenge or something like that. There's a warrior with 3 million combat power on Capella. And he's probably devastating, isn't he? I don't know, still, there's nothing more scarier for me than seeing a wizard. Thanks. Yeah, no worries, man. I'm happy that you're joining the Discord. But yeah, man. Kinda gave me really some good thoughts. That Iron Man is basically... Well, the origin is basically like a loner. I would be okay to not even join a guild on my Iron Man. No parties, no group dungeons, nothing. You know, everything you do is yourself. And from that point, it would be like a really good informative material. You know what I mean? Because you can explain like the biggest tips and tricks right from the get-go. And then you can actually go ahead and do your tips and tricks. So you show people how it's actually like, how it's working, you know? Not just to have it in theory, but just to see it before your very own eyes as well. Trust the process, Chunky. Gamble is life. I ain't gambling no more, man. Now, I had enough of gambles when I lost 2 billion on a freaking extreme upgrades. And didn't even get anything in return. That broke me, man. That broke me to this day. I mean, it happened, what, like... 3-4 weeks ago? Maybe like almost a full month that it sounds like depression. Well, it is, maybe, but still, like, I'm not playing there, you know? Teach me how to play Gladiator. Yeah, right, Raider, like you don't know how to play Gladiator. Raider is one of the biggest gladiators in official. I think Raider would enjoy the Iron Man challenge as well, you know? But yeah, that's the thing, like, it's not gonna be any kind of burnout or anything like that. Because, you know, we're still not switching all of our focus into Iron Man, we're just making episodes on it. And I would still stream regularly, so the streams would be on my main account. You know, because I wouldn't want to do Iron Man challenge on stream, as then the recording would get a bit lost. You know what I mean? Because the viewer needs to have the same consistency. So if we start episode 1, every single episode, you know, everything should be like completely on camera in video format. And the streams would be on my main account. I like that. No party on high dungeons for Iron Man challenge. Yeah, no party at all. That would be one of the rules. You know? We cannot trade or use... Well, we cannot trade with anyone. That includes Agent Shop. We cannot party with anyone. So we cannot do dungeons with any kind of people. You know? We're not allowed to join a guild. So we basically have to do everything ourselves. Just these 3 rules kind of make it so you have to do everything yourself. And I think before I start the series, I'm actually gonna AI research. Killing me? I am, girl. Chill. Relax just a little bit. Because I want to know the true origins. Where does this name Iron Man came from? If it came from some kind of anime, I actually need to... I want to do a little bit of research on that anime then. You know, so then I can make like a proper introduction. And get my head wrapped around of what Iron Man actually is. So then I can see that maybe there's some other rules that I missed out. Because I want to get everything done before I actually start filming. Because I would hate that, you know, like 5 episodes in, we discover that, oh, this kind of one rule, it kind of breaks the idea of Iron Man. You know what I mean? Oh, bows to Raider. Yeah, man. I remember in the official Raider was the one who gifted the Chunky Rule. And that Chunky Rule looked good. Alright, let me go to the bathroom real quick. This coffee is sending me to the bathroom, damn, man. And I'm dead. What a surprise, eh? Come on, guys, like the stream. Hey, yeah, if you could, that'd be great, to be fair. I started putting, like, different goals. Also, like, throughout today, I wanna join with the stream elements. As stream elements is just gonna make it a lot easier for me to stream on Twitch and on YouTube at the same time. And, I did also some fact-checking on the Twitch policy. And basically, like, since I'm already monetized on YouTube, yeah, trying to get the monetization on Twitch, it's not really gonna be a good deal, because Twitch wants an exclusive monetization. So that means if I'm streaming on Twitch, I cannot stream it at the same time on YouTube. So then my YouTube would get hurt. You know what I mean? So I'm still thinking about that. If you're not in the Twitch partner program, then you can do whatever you want, basically. But in Twitch partner program, if you're not in it, you cannot get donations and bits and subscriptions and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So I thought, you know what, maybe if it's... I'll see if it's worth it for me, because for me to start streaming on Twitch, it would cost me around 26 euros a month for the restream service. And basically, I couldn't get any more like donations or anything like that from the Twitch. So the only real benefit for me would be the audience gain. So I'm just trying to set it up. After I get my paycheck, I will go for it, just for like a month or two, and see if like the audience is increasing, you know? And try to bring that audience to YouTube most likely. Unless, you know, Twitch offers like a really good program, and then, okay, then maybe we can only upload videos to YouTube and actually start streaming on Twitch. Because people have said that, you know, as a streamer, you would make a lot more in Twitch. As just, you know, in YouTube, there's not really that kind of culture of donating, you know? And Twitch is like completely different on that. People, you know, use bits. the microtransaction currency to basically donate to streamers, and they also use the subscriptions. Where in YouTube you have similar the same thing. You have super chats and you have the super chats and the memberships. But still, on YouTube it's completely different, you know? It's very rare to, like, for streamers to get donations through YouTube. And on Twitch is like a common practice. Oh. Iron Man came from RuneScape. Well, this is where I first actually got introduced to Iron Man, because I don't even play RuneScape myself. But, you know, I've seen some of the RuneScape Iron Man videos, and they were even, like, they had a new twist that you could only go to, like, limited tiles or something like that. I don't know, it was really weird, but kinda enjoying to watch. Name comes from comics, the challenge from RuneScape. Okay, I see. It's gonna be tough on this challenge though. You know, there's a lot to maintain, like premiums of the account to avoid lose of alls. So that means you need to consistently farm to maintain these privileges. But what kind of premiums? Because here you get pretty much all the premiums for free, right? Well, at least you can teleport from one place to another. I don't know, I don't think it's gonna be super exhausting, you know? Since I'm only using the Iron Man to make videos. But still, I'm still playing on my main account. Like, I still want to get my wing dungeons every single day and stuff like that. Like, week Apaulots of Dead on the weekends. Iron Man challenge came from triathlon. Iron Man Triathlon, a famous ultra-endurance race established in 1978 in Hawaii. I've actually heard about the triathlon or something like that. Whereas basically you have to, I think, cycle, run, and swim, something like this. Just promote Patreon more, Chief. You get best of both worlds. Yeah, maybe, because my idea is I'm gonna create the PayPal link, which I already have, but with Stream Elements we could make like a button like somewhere here, which would say support. You press that button, and then you would see my Patreon, you would see the PayPal link, you know, because PayPal is obviously best for donations. Now, the only thing is, PayPal itself doesn't have any integrations to, you know, to pop up an alert or something like that. Well, with Stream Elements, I can actually hook up all of the alerts and stuff like that to my PayPal link. So maybe then, like, we'll see, maybe even the Twitch audience would use the PayPal link. If they actually do use it, then it would be the best case scenario. But I don't know, I'm still kind of skeptical. Well, Twitch is the de facto stream platform. You go to Shorts and Reels, TikToks just for the reach if you are a streamer. Unlike video content creators, YouTube is their home. Yeah, but, you know, for my personal experience, I feel like we're doing much better in streams than in videos, right? If I make the same exact content in video format, it's not really gonna do as well as the streams. So we can keep the streams as for like the podcast vibe and use the videos where they actually do matter. So the highest popularity of content was usually the guide videos. You know, guide videos and just like special informative videos. So I think Iron Man Challenge is perfect for YouTube. You know, and then maybe switching the streaming to Twitch, but it's gonna take a lot of time. Because I would need to completely be eligible for the partner program. And then I would need to have enough statistics to check out whether it's actually worth it for me to switch from YouTube to Twitch as a streamer, you know? And then YouTube I would just keep all of the videos, shorts and stuff like that, just to kind of keep growing the audience. Iron Man Challenge is like playing hardcore in Diablo. I don't know, I actually played Diablo hardcore. Right? Well, I think I played it on my Steam Deck, where the hardcore version was just like better scalings on mobs and better XP. And I actually really liked it, to be fair. I liked going like super slow. YouTube is way better than the Twitch. Besides that, on YouTube, you can save videos and create as much content as you like. On Twitch, you can't do that, sadly. Yeah, but I'm still not using any of my streaming data to make videos. You know, I'm not using that ability. Because I'm not repurposing the streams, as in my opinion, you know, sometimes they can drop in quality, and overall it just gives like bad quality image. And hopefully I can reach at least 1.5k points. Oh, look at this. Eminem himself is playing. Damn. Hello, Eminem. How strong are you? I do wonder. Can get petrified. Kill this Eminem. Wow, he's strong. Look at this. I cannot even get a single hit in. Damn. It's the monthly expenses like Master Platinum buff, auction package. Well, auction package I'm not gonna use anyways, right? Because I'm forbidden from trading with people, so that means I cannot even sell the gear, right? If I get something rare, I cannot sell it. The best thing that I can do is just use it for myself. So I wouldn't need the auction house package. The platinum buff, then again, I don't think we would even go for platinum buff on Iron Man challenge because the cost would be way too big. Because we have to calculate the cost by DP. And 400 force gems is just way too much DP, I think, for the platinum buff. Platinum buff increases, well, this buff at master tier, it increases your combat power by 20,000, something like that. Event pass would probably be the only one where we would actually farm the force gems to actually get through the event pass. Because the event pass is like definitely super good value. And I think it's much more important to go for the event pass. Hello. Look at this. Petrify and then taunt. I taught you well, Midnight Sky. And literally just running away on the last second. That's like the best rage baiting like I could ever see. I'm so proud. Yeah, cause streams can be just a daily thing. YouTube needs context and ideas. Yeah, I fully agree with that, you know? Because I think in the long run, it would be better to have the streaming on Twitch and then having the content, videos and everything like that on YouTube. And that way it wouldn't break any policies and I could be monetized on both of the platforms. Because that's the thing, the way they measure views and they pay out for the views is also different. YouTube is much better for video creation because of the CPR. But for streams, even though we have really high CPR for our streams, we get paid even less than just normal videos. Right, for some reason just the streams are just not profitable on YouTube at all. Like sometimes you don't even get like a full euro for like a 5-hour stream, you know what I mean? So it's not really even any kind of profit, you know what I mean? What if they start giving away extreme pockets again? Would you gamble? I mean, if I get it for free, yeah, of course. But I would keep it for those where, like, I cannot buy it. For example, maybe here I would try to buy the EU3 and then do it myself to EU4. Because if I get the extreme pockets, I would just try to get as many level 12 extreme cores as possible. And then, okay, let's try to extreme upgrade, you know? Nah, hardcore in Diablo is when you die, your character gets deleted. Oh! Didn't they do that on World of Warcraft? I think I saw something similar on World of Warcraft. Because there was a lot of, like, really popular shorts where people who played the hardcore challenge for, like, couple weeks or months and they already built, like, really good characters. And the moment that they die is always like the most, how to say this, the most popular content. You know, because literally someone just spent months on that account and you just die once and it's all over. It's like completely deleted. That I don't know if I could deal with even. Oh, look at this. Midnight Sky with its shenanigans. Okay, okay. Right back at ya. Right back at ya. What are you gonna do now? When two trolls meet. Just petrifying and taunting each other. I mean, I got my 1.5k points, I'm good. Yeah, they did it in WoW too. Yeah. You can put the videos of the live on YouTube. You could. It's still a little bit of a gray area. So if you're just an affiliate with Twitch, you can even use the full stream and upload it to YouTube. The only thing is it has to be 24 hours afterwards. Look at this gladiator, man. The chakrams, they look sick. Thank you very much. Wait, I think I can bow. I had it somewhere. Or maybe I took it away. Man, I just got way too distracted by the chakrams. Chakram is the biggest appeal for the gladiator, definitely. This wolf is barely taking any damage. Let's see if he's gonna catch you. Let's see how strong she is. 2.3. So they're roughly similar combat power. Maybe she's just a little bit stronger. But Chubby is still the one chasing. Damn. Any good drops? To be fair, I mean, we didn't even grind that much. I think we spent the last like hour or 2 hours just talking. Yeah, there's a lot of MMOs that created the hardcore server. Because I think it was like one big hype, you know? It got popular, the theme of just going hardcore. And now, you know, a lot of MMOs are starting to do it. Funny idea, if you die on your Gladiator Iron Man challenge, delete the character and start again. I mean, I don't know how fun it would actually be for me, but... I don't know, if it's like enjoyable, then maybe. Cause still I would be super cautious with the Gladiator anyways, right? But imagine that, an Iron Man challenge plus a hardcore challenge. It feels like we would never get anywhere. And then let's say I have a Gladiator with some equipment, and what, I die with that equipment so I lose that equipment as well? And that's just like... It went from like an ultimate hardcore challenge to even more ultimate hardcore challenge, you know what I mean? We're just mixing all of the challenges in one. When you do Iron Man challenge on Gladiator, go run 100x Panic Cave. No, on Panic Cave I could actually die. It was probably the one dungeon that I would never do as a... If we have this idea that if we die, we delete the character and just make a new character on the same account, but we delete the character with all of its gear. So the only thing that remains would be just the collection. That would be insane both for you and your viewers. Millions of views. I think it was because of the Hardcore Iron Man series that blew up on YouTube. It was massive. Alright, now you're kinda hyping me up, you know? Now you're kinda hyping me up. Because this could be like the really, really big step on the... And sometimes maybe I just get hyped up way too easy. As soon as I heard millions of views, my eyes started shining. It's like, oh, my career is finally gonna start, you know, how to say this, like on a treadmill, you know? Like ramp up. 7 million per video. I don't know, I'm actually like very intrigued about this. Okay, hold up. Let me write down the rules so we don't miss on anything, right? Hold up, let's see. Okay. So one rule is that we basically use no help from other players. No trading first. No trading. And then in the clauses, we can say no agent shop. No trading of any kind with other players. Then we would be not allowed to join any type of party. To join party. There we go. Right, so no trading already covers basically all of the okay, let's just switch the channel and then equip tower accessories. There we go. No trading plus no help from other players. There we go, that's a better way to word it. Because joining a party would be considered as help from other players. Then it would be that if we die, we delete the character as is. Delete the character as is. And as is, I mean that if like I died with like a Paladinium set, I cannot, you know, unequip this set, delete the character, create a new one, and equip the set. If you know, if the character dies with the set must go. If a bizarre rule is included, then it's gonna catch some interest. Well, to be fair, already Iron Man plus hardcore challenge. I mean, that seems like already like super bizarre, you know what I mean? If you die, create a new account so that the collection doesn't matter too. Are you kidding me? Okay, you know what? Let's just hear out all of the ideas. If we die, we delete the account. Man, I would need a bunch of emails though. You know what I mean? Because with each account, I would need to create a new email. Well, it's good that I have a couple of Gmails anyways. So no trading of any kind. No help from other players of any kind. If we die, we delete the account. I think those three rules pretty much cover everything, right? Since there's no trading and no help, you cannot sell equipments, because selling would be considered as trading. Joining parties for DP runs would be considered as help. So we have to basically make everything ourselves. This is the compilation, but the original video is from 2018, I think. Delete character and drink some chunky milk. That's not even a challenge. Like, I could sip chunky milk like throughout the whole series, to be fair. It would only boost me and make me stronger. What about PK and PvP? I think we're fully allowed, right? We have to be fully allowed, because that doesn't... Because it doesn't classify as help of any kind of means. You know, because the rule is not allowed to have any kind of help from other people. PvP and PK, that's no help, you know, so we would be allowed, but realistically, with the combat power that we're gonna gain, I'm really doubt that we could even PK anyone in the server, you know what I mean? No, hardcore isn't viable on Cabal. I don't know, like, I actually kind of like the hardcore rule, because it makes me think about even further about the dungeons that I'm gonna do. Oh, but yeah, if someone PKs me... Yeah, that doesn't work. So we need to change the rule that if we die, we delete the account or the character. And maybe like in the clauses, I would say not including PK. Not including PK. right? Because if we include the PK, that would mean that I could not join any single war. As war would mean 100% that we're losing the account. Yeah, but you will still die in PK and PvP, so you delete character. Yeah, it doesn't make sense, right? Because I like the twist of the hardcore mode. That when, you know, we do dungeons or we just die, we delete the character. Why just no deletes? I don't know. I think the deletion actually makes it a bit more interesting. You will burn out too fast if doing hardcore. Well, that's the thing. I'm still gonna be streaming every single day, and every single stream is gonna be on my main character. That's why I think like I'm not gonna burn out. You know what I mean? And that's like the really important part, that I can still play normally on my main account on streams. It's just the episodes that I start doing, it's gonna be like super mega hardcore challenges. Not including PK, but accepting PvP, yes. So if I accept a PvP and I lose, then I delete the character. I think that's like a fair rule set, don't you guys think? Because PKs I cannot control, you know what I mean? And it would just mean that I cannot go to any like Forgotten Ruins, because you could get PK'd like even here. Who would expect it? But it's possible, right? I would need to do some lakeside quest, and maybe there's someone just farming lakeside and they could kill me. So the PK wouldn't count, but the PvP would count. Because over PvP I have full control on. You know, I can just not accept the PvP. Play Iron Man for 1 to 2 hours daily maximum, then play main character for the rest of the time. Yeah, it would be like that, you know? It would be like that. Yeah, but the Iron Man will become boring if you never reach even FT3. I don't know, because with this rule set, I mean, it doesn't seem like it's too bad. No trading, so theoretically, I think I would just start farming Paladinium sets, right? Get a good Paladinium set. Not allowed to join, well, not allowed to have any kind of help from other people, which means we cannot join a guild, we cannot join any single party. I'm okay with that. And with a good Pally gear, I'm gonna have a lot of defense. So at the very least, I should make sure that I don't die in dungeons. So reaching FT3 is definitely possible. And include your name, some number. We're gonna start with Shanky number 1. Oh yes, that's a good idea. Hold up, I'm gonna mark it as a tip. Tip. Shanky 1. You know, so then we know like how many times we failed. I don't think we would even have to delete the character too many times. And about deleting the account, maybe this is the only one where I have some trouble with, because it would make, you know, if I die, I have to create a brand new Gmail, and you know, sooner or later I'm gonna run out of Gmails and just forget the passwords, because I use different ones for every single account. So yeah, just deleting the character. At least then collection would stay. I don't know, I think that's fair enough. What is the purpose of that challenge? Well, the main purpose is to actually... The Iron Man challenge, the Iron Man hardcore challenge, is gonna serve as guide videos for the new people. As we're bringing a lot of new people in to play Cabal. And the thing is, like, you have to coddle new players. In terms of you have to provide them all the information. And I think if we do hardcore Iron Man, it's gonna be really interesting to watch. But then again, you're learning at the same time from literally the starter point. So if a new player joins Cabal, they know exactly what to do. They would just need to copy, you know, what's been done in the video. So that's why I think it's a golden ticket idea, definitely. You know? And I want to do it. Like, I already made up my mind that I want to do it for sure. And now we're just kind of thinking about the legalities or whatever, like, of the challenge. Oh. I went to the bathroom earlier. I think I missed some information. If you die in a dungeon, almost all hard dungeons has insta-kill mechanics. Well, to be fair, I know most of them. You know, I'm pretty sure that I wouldn't slip up in the labyrinth. Panic Cave is gonna be the something that I just straight up don't do, especially as a melee class. And I mean, we already have like 3-4 months of Iron Man hardcore challenge if everything goes right. Because even now, like, even with my DM, I'm not facing any one-shot mechanics. So up until Ultimate DX, we are fine. And FT3s, it's... Since we're not allowed to have any help from any players, how would anyone realistically expect me to even try FT3s? Because then I would need to solo it, you know what I mean? So the real point would be just to reach Ultimate DX dungeons. And I think if we reach Ultimate DX dungeons, this is where we can consider that we completed the hardcore Iron Man challenge. And you can't add anybody. You can just add, for example... Well, yeah, I mean, adding nobodies, that's completely fine as well. I mean, it wouldn't really make any difference, but since we're already not joining a guild, we might as well not take anybody's at all. If you didn't join a guild, how are you going to level up your honor without a guild shop? I won't have the guild shop, but I could level up the honor during wars. So that's one thing. And the other thing, you know, maybe I just want to farm a lot of forge gems just so I can get a lot of white troglodyte fruits and basically change that into honor potions. There is a way. That's the most important thing. Like, it doesn't matter if the way is efficient or not. The whole deal is that there is a way. So it's possible. You know? So honor is no problem. I would still like make, you know, explanations that, you know, if you're not doing hardcore Iron Man challenge, you know, it's best for you to join the guild, because then you can use the guild item shop, and there you're gonna see plenty of honor potions. But the fact that there's troglodytes, like, I think, you know, it's not a problem at all then. Yeah, the Iron Man is perfect for this. I just think the hardcore isn't suitable. I mean, maybe. I don't know. For me, hardcore feels like just a fun little twist, and that's it. You can level up honor by just finishing dungeons and quests. Well, that's another thing, yeah. Because I would definitely need to finish every single quest in my Iron Man hardcore challenge. Because I would need any kind of... I would need to collect all of the honor points available to me. And then once I complete all the quests, you know, then we can actually go. And I'm actually getting a call. Hold up. 1 second. I had to take the phone call as I'm kinda scoping out some new jobs, to be fair. Right, as I was really unhappy, like today my job called me at like 4 in the morning. Well, 4 in the night. And I came there all pissed off. I'm like, this is unacceptable, you know? You cannot call me at 4 in the night. And they expected me to pick up the phone, and I was like, bro, no way. No way. I mean, if the job paid like 3K a month, okay, then maybe. But like 4 in the night time, ain't nobody gonna call me. Okay, let's see. What are we missing? With 2 million combat power, you could do FT3 solo, in my opinion. I mean, 2 million combat power. That's like year grind. Imagine having like already over a million combat power and you're still doing the hardcore version. Like every single hard dungeon, it would be evaluated prior. Is there any points where I could die? And if so, how do I make sure to prevent that from happening? I think it would make the series so much more enjoyable, the hardcore experience. Definitely. Yeah. Because I would have to do just like so much more preparation before any kind of potential risk. And I kind of like it, to be fair. You can get the Honor 10 with only quest. Well, that's good. That's good. Because quest is gonna give me enough, basically, Honor just to equip all the accessories and stuff like that. I know I'm late to this, but you can try streaming on Kick. It's also good, but hard to grow. I mean, well, we would see. Because I would start doing Twitch, and at the same time I could do Kick as well, because I'm not partner programmed with Twitch. If I ever take their deal, then I couldn't stream to other platforms. But as long as I'm only monetized on YouTube, I can actually stream on Twitch and Kick at the same time, and there would be no issue. Kick only takes 5% of your profits. That's crazy. Because other platforms, they take from 30 to 50%. I mean, that's a lot, you know? That is a lot. That's why I so highly prefer the PayPal. Because PayPal is instant. Like, I can instantly cash it out. I don't need to wait a whole nother month for YouTube to pay me. You know what I mean? And plus, they're gonna tax the hell out of it. When PayPal is literally just one-time fee. And it's like a small fee, so you get... I would get like pretty much the full amount. Spilled Milk 1 is fine too. I mean, it could be a good name, right? Because we might spill a lot of milk in this series. IGN needs to be something from cheese, because hard milk, you get me? I'm out. Yeah, we definitely need to think about a proper name, but it's a good idea that we're gonna have numerals, alright? So at least the first one is gonna be like Spilled Milk 1, then Spilled Milk 2, and so on if we keep losing characters, but I hope we're not gonna lose it that much, you know? I would leave if he go to Kick. The platform is totally against my morals. Oh, really? What did Kick do wrong? I've never even been to that platform, you know? I just know that there is another streaming platform. And as a streamer, theoretically, it would be best to stream on all of the platforms. Like, I know you can actually stream on Facebook and TikTok as well. Which might as well. If I'm paying like 30 euros a month, might as well do it for all the platforms. But if there's some kind of issue with Kick, maybe they're just like very political or maybe very left or very right, you know, then maybe, yeah. Then maybe it's not worth it to even start there. Kick allows gambling, profanity, excessive language, racism even. There's no way. And other stuff, which is against most people's morals. Yeah, that's the same for me, like, especially the racism, you know? Gambling, like, I would be okay as long as it's plus 18 content. But I don't gamble myself at all. I'm actually banned for... I banned myself, like, maybe 10 years ago for 50 years. Because I gambled once and I lost, I think, 42 euros in the same night. And I was just like, man, this is bullshit, you know? I'm just gonna make a ban for each... 1 year, basically, for each euro that I spend plus extra. You know? Because I tried it and I didn't like it at all. And I was like, you know what? I'll show them. So I think for 40 more years I cannot enter any type of casino. Which I'm happy about, of course. Even if I didn't have banned myself, I wouldn't go there. Because it's from a person that is convicted of SE. Oh. Oh. Oh, damn. Okay, yeah, maybe I dodged the bullet there. I never knew that kick was like so like that, you know? Yeah, so then kick is out of the menu, man. But then Facebook, TikTok, and stuff like that, we could do it, you know? That would be no problem. Scammers in-game goes hard and may use your IGN to scam. Be careful. What, my IGN? I haven't actually met another Chenky. I know there's another person who has like Chenky in his name. But since I'm streaming like every single day and Iron Man series is gonna be fully visible from from point A to point B, and I'm not gonna be trading, so I think like people shouldn't fall for it at all. And you know that like I wouldn't even ask for any kind of sketchy stuff like, oh, give me your account details. Of course, the real Chenky is not gonna ask you that. Chenky, sell your DP to me. Rolling on the floor laughing. I like how we actually have like a bit extra text. You want my 21 DP? That's my DP. I earned it fair and square. If you go with Facebook, you might get a lot of Filipino viewers. Yeah, well, but that's the whole thing with the Restream service, right? Since it's gonna cost me 30 euros a month, I wanna take that value. You know what I mean? I'm gonna cancel my ChatGPT subscription, so that's almost gonna cover full Restream subscription. Almost. But yeah, in that case, you know, we would try to do Twitch, Facebook, and TikTok even. I'm not expecting anything from like Twitch and from TikTok and Facebook, but if there's the option to do it, yeah, might as well. The others that you mentioned is okay. I just don't like and don't use, but I don't mind. Yeah, because like for me, the only thing I'm renaming to Chenky Matan. I would like a licensing fee on that. It's patent pending, you know? Anything that has Chenky. Imagine patenting this name. So then everyone who uses Chenky in their name had to pay like a fee or something like that. That would be borderline extortion now, wouldn't it? But yeah, man. I don't know. So like the multi-streaming is also like something new. Because for today, I still have to set up the stream elements. There's a lot of things to go through, and I'm happy that I have some free time to do it. TikTok and Facebook is good marketing platform to make people come to YouTube to see the videos. Maybe. I think, you know, people would just keep watching them on TikTok and Facebook, and very rarely would, like a very small percentage of people would actually migrate to other platforms because they saw me on TikTok or Facebook. I would say like 0.1% would be like a decent rate already. TikTok is good. Make shorts and upload there. I actually did do that. I created a TikTok and uploaded some of the shorts from YouTube, but all of them got around like 200 views, something like that. And at some point I was just like, I'm way too lazy to do it. But yeah, I mean, I think I should, you know, still do it. Because, you know, someday it might get at least like 1 or 2 or 3 more people watching constantly. TikTok does have crazy reach. So much is true. Okay, but are we all happy about the rule set? No trading of any kind. No help from other people of any kind. And if we die, we delete the character as is. We keep the account, so the collection would still stay, but we delete the character as is. And I would need to make sure that if we die, not including PK, only then this rule applies. And if I die during PvP, that's my own fault, you know, because I need to accept and or decline PvPs. And I think like whenever we do like some PvP content, it would be super nerve-wracking, you know what I mean? 0.1% is better than 0%. Yeah, it's true. It's just it takes time off my day, you know, to upload those shorts and to schedule them and just to keep track of them, you know. But you're right. It's still some kind of boost, so I should do it. But one video from TikTok, if it goes viral, can literally change your life overnight. Yeah, that is true. That is true. I mean, I'm not expecting that like any kind of overnight change, but yeah, I mean, things can get viral really, really quick, you know? And just getting viral once, that would change like the whole life, to be fair. So maybe it's worth just to, you know, do a little bit of extra effort and maybe, you know, one day it's gonna pay off. Hold up, I need to go to the bathroom real quick. Man, this coffee is sending me back and forth. Alrighty, I'm back. Man, just from talking, like, I can realize that we have so much to do. That's what I like, just keep me busy all the time. Maybe you should issue a dev challenge per episode, it will hype the viewers for sure. Man, but wouldn't that be too risky? Because the dev challenge would be either like some kind of a little bit riskier dungeon that has one-shot mechanic, or just PvP. Which in PvP it could be like also weird, because what if some person PvPs me, I accept the PvP, but then he starts using all of his defensive abilities and offensive abilities, you know, the ones that are usually frowned upon to use on PvP, and kills me that way. You know what I mean? I mean, it's really a nice theory, and I love these brain sessions because it's gonna help me to make like the best Iron Man / hardcore challenge that the YouTube has ever seen, at least in terms of Cabal. Dev challenge per episode. I just need to think, wouldn't that be too risky? You know, because we want the challenge as hard as possible, but it has to be borderline possible at least. You use return stones so you won't die. Wait, you can do that in PvP? Hold up, can anyone wanna try PvP real quick? I wanna see if that would even be possible. Wow, I don't even have any return bars, return stones on my bar. Hold up, let me find some return stones. I have them somewhere, but there we go. Come on, anyone who wants to PvP Chenky? I'm in channel 2. I just want to test it out, because then, yeah, it could be like, if I see them, or if I start a PvP, but I see that I'm losing, I would immediately try to return stone. I might get laughed at for doing so, but then I would really like to keep my account. Just type B1? What is that gonna do? E1. You have defeated from the duel. Oh, wow. Okay, hold up. Let's try it one more time. So let's say I accept a PvP, and I see that I'm gonna be losing, because it's still gonna be, like, in terms of reaction, because they might kill me before I manage to get my return stones. I put this. Oh, look at this. Yeah, that's actually pretty good. Damn, nice. Holy moly, you look good. Damn. I like the little horns as well here. And look at this, like a little mini crown at the top. The wings match the outfit perfectly, plus the demonites. Man, I need to be as stylish of a gladiator when I join. Who is this guy that just shrugs his shoulders and makes 1 million USD per video? Oh, you mean the who doesn't say anything, right? Yeah, I don't remember him, but he got viral maybe like 2 years ago or something like that. So he's still riding off from that one viral video. You can just run inside the town. Not gonna lie, I do not know that B1 stuff. Well, now we do. Thanks to Chabi Matan, right? Yeah, we would just quickly do this. And then prevent ourselves from deleting the character. So then maybe like these death challenges could be like PvP, right? Because imagine if I'm actually PvPing and I'm using my combo. The combo is not gonna be super fast to break. So if I see that I'm in trouble, I might still not make it in time to actually, you know, cancel the combo and, you know, still return back to the city. There's gonna be some kind of core defense if your player death is valid. If not fair, then you will live another day. I mean, maybe, but... I'm really thinking about those death challenges, because having like one death challenge at the end of each episode sounds extremely fun. But the reality of things are that that death challenge should be... It should be a little bit of risk, but not too much. You know what I mean? And I mean, the easiest death challenge would be just to try to do Panic Cave as a gladiator. But then over and over, the same thing, like every single episode, that could be kind of tedious. Then for maybe some other challenges, we try the PvP. I'll mark the death challenges as with a question mark. Death challenges at end of episode. And this is where I still need to keep brainstorming. Because the idea is good, we just need to find a way to actually implement it successfully. Is the monkey already live? Oh, there we go, we can actually gamble a bit on the monkey. I'm just saving my troglodytes. I'm not even buying the orbs of dragon. I did it so many times and I've never got anything good. I'll just use these troglodytes for potions of luck, or once the honor rank actually increases to 30, then I'm gonna put all of these troglodytes into honor potions. There we go. Even this I'm not gonna buy for force gems. I don't even have enough force gems, but even if I did, I wouldn't buy it. Yeah. Okay, so literally just the death challenges is the only thing left to figure out. And once we figure that out, I think I can start making the series. What could be a good death challenge? Panic Cave would be good for like the first couple of episodes. But then I would get really used to mechanics and then I just wouldn't die. Because I'm thinking, like, let's say we reach 400,000 combat power fairly soon. What kind of death challenges? Or maybe death challenge could be just like a harder dungeon to do. You know what I mean? Yeah, that could be it. Just a dungeon where I have to just you know, it might not have one-shot mechanic, but the thing is, it's just a hard dungeon for my level or for my defense. So I would try to clear it. And still, like, if I see that I'm dying, like, I would quickly try to exit the dungeon or whatever. You know, I would do my best not to lose the character, but still, like, as a death challenge, yeah, it would be good. One run at the end of the episode where we have, like, a lot more risk. Death challenge is not always PvP. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, you know? Maybe doing the daily dungeons from easy to hard every day. Well, only easy would be done at first. This one, I think we would already, like, to do the medium one, like, you would want to be around 500k combat power. But yes, like, we definitely, you know? The dev challenge in its essence would be just a really dangerous, hard dungeon for me to do at my level. There we go. Man, I think we got it. We pretty much have it. No trading at all of any kind. No help from other players of any kind. If we die, not including PK, we delete the character as is. And then death challenges at the end of the episode. 4 rules, but they sum up a lot more rules. You know? Because I can't sell anything. You know, so if I get some kind of good item, I might as well try to see how I can use it for myself. Man, I like this rule set. I actually do like it. Man, this stream has been super useful. How I use the karma gift. I got some and I don't know how to use. Oh, it's really easy. Karma runes. Well, there's such thing as karma runes. So for example, you maybe have this thing, karma rune exchange tickets. All we have to do is open them up, see how much tickets we get. And you see, like, that's a fair amount of tickets right here. All we have to do is to go to the rune agent. NPC exclusive function, and there go open rune store. And here, as you can see, you need those tickets to actually buy the runes. So this is how you use them. How about you loot slot extender highest? What you're gonna do? I'll just keep it for myself. If it's looted on the Iron Man challenge, I would be super happy, as it would mean that maybe I can 3 slots some of my Paladinium gear. You know what I mean? Because trading of any kind would not be allowed, so that means I couldn't even sell it. Maybe the Iron Man could be multi-character too. I mean, theoretically, maybe it could. You know, and once you die with that character, you lose the character as is. So anything that that character had, it has to be deleted. Like, as soon as you die, that's it. You just go and delete the character. You don't look at the inventory, nothing like that. Everything that was in the inventory is also disappearing. As soon as you die, you have to delete the character in, like, in the next couple minutes. People are saying, like, ouch, that's gonna be hard. It's Wednesday today, yeah, yeah. It ain't no Monday. It feels like a Monday, though. Holy moly, man, I'm excited for this. So I would go working on the stream elements, just to prepare the stream with all of the fancy schmancy stuff for tomorrow. And then for this whole day, I would actually focus on the starting the series, basically. Good morning, Chunky. Hey, thank you, Loki. Good morning to you, too. Yeah, man. I think that's really, really good. I'm looking at the paper that I have in front of my face, and it looks good. I feel prepared to actually start the episodes. Maybe just a little bit... Maybe I need to go for a run for like an hour or so, just to prepare myself mentally for what's about to happen. Imagine looting slot extender ultimate during this run. Bruv, that would be crazy. I cannot get a slot extender for the life of me on my main account. And then getting like a slot extender ultimate, I would have to immediately put it to the warehouse. Because if I keep it on the inventory, and I die, I would need to delete the whole character, you know what I mean? Do the crafting of Hero Chenki. Well, yeah, I mean, crafting would be like a necessity at that point. How am I still not top fan? Are you saying by the YouTube thingy? Oh, look at this. Tiago is actually the top one. 200 XP. Well, I mean, Chubby, you are in the top 3. Moonbang is number 2 with 175 XP, and Chubby is number 3 with 150 XP. I mean, you are really close, though. Iron Man challenge is getting spicier, lol. You have to give 5 billion to be top, Chubby. No, I couldn't take 5 billion. You know what I mean? I can only take crap stuff. In game. Out of game. It's a whole different spectrum, man. You could just buy me a second monitor. Oh man, that would boost you up to number 1. Yeah, but this Iron Man challenge is getting spicier and spicier. I follow him since the start on official. Damn, that's really nice though, you know, Tiago? That is really, really nice. Yeah, I think everyone should be happy about this rule set. 4 rules, but they are very, you know, like, they're quick to introduce, but when you actually start thinking about the rules, you know, it becomes like an ultimate hardcore challenge, to be fair, and I like it. Just want to be top number 1. Thank you, Chabby. Thank you very much. Let's see, how much XP did you get from this? Holy moly, look at this, he's number 1 already. Damn! 400 XP. So you get so much XP for the super chats. That's crazy. KK now he's first. Oh man. But yeah, thank you again, Chabby. It's really nice. Good thing you are not going for Wizard and Iron Man. Oh no, I could not do it. I could not do it. Wizard would just die so much unnecessarily. Why are you running on the map instead of farming? I don't know, it's kind of... I'm in thinking mode, you know what I mean? It kind of helps me think. I'm just thinking, do we have everything for the Iron Man challenge? And it feels like we do. We established full rule set. Everything is good to go. We thought about all of like the upcoming issues that could face us. Yeah, man. I think we're happy. At least I'm happy. I can literally start the series today. At least the filming part. Man, I'm gonna be so busy in the next couple of days and I love it. I absolutely love it. And is my second coffee already gone? Damn. What to do, man? What are you doing right now? Running around the map reminds me of the old days in Cabal where you had to find event items in bloody ice. Yeah, it's kind of like whenever there's rangers and stuff like that, like, I don't know, for some reason running around on Cabal is just super relaxing to me. You know what I mean? I don't know, just the change of scenery and whatnot. Yeah, like GM Frankie's and whatnot. GM Frankie should be here. One spawns here and the other one should spawn here as well. Right here. How about looting one slot extender highest? You will get 1 life. That way you can save from delete if dead. I mean, it's an idea. Right, it could... And then again, since it's the most rarest drop, we could use it as like a life bar. By the way, you meant running 1 hour inside of Cabal or outside? No, I actually meant outside. Just to kind of let all of these thoughts settle into my head. Because I think this challenge is absolutely gonna be huge. And at this moment in time, it's hard for me to focus on anything else apart from Iron Man Hardcore Challenge. Because usually, like, if I want to make, like, a super good video, I usually go for a run. For, like, 1 hour or maybe 2 hours, no headphones, nothing like that, just nature, you know? And for some reason, you come back, like, ready, you know? How about if you use 1 billion for one life? If you die, use that 1 billion for event, for guild, or viewers. I think with the Iron Man, the way I would approach it is that I would keep most of the alts in the warehouse. Right? Because the character gets deleted as is. That's why it's super important to get all of these rules, so then, you know, later on people wouldn't really say, oh, that's cheating and whatnot. Because we have to delete the character as is. So if I'm going for like a death challenge, I would basically keep all of my loot and all of my alts in the warehouse. So that's, and you know, it's still like a really big penalty because you lose all of the gear, because you have to have the gear equipped and the character itself. You know what I mean? But you can't use it on items. If you use it, go against death, you need to use it in collection. No, I could use slot extender or highest for items. What do you mean? You know, if I drop it myself, of course I'm gonna use it. The deal is that I cannot sell it. But whether I use it for collection or use it for my own items, it's literally it doesn't change the fact at all. The hardest thing is that if I drop slot extender ultimate, I cannot sell it to anyone. Then it will be hard to watch a character be deleted. I mean, it would be hard to even, you know, I would have to be the one who actually deletes the character, you know what I mean? It would be much harder for me, man. I think if I delete the character, then maybe for 1 day I skip on the episodes and just kinda... Because I know for myself, like, I'm fairly emotional when it comes to that kind of stuff, so if I lose my character, at least for 1 day I would like to take a break. And then next day we can start all fresh, you know, whatever. Like, I would not start the character the same day. Man, should I make another cup of coffee or maybe tea? I drank 2 3-in-1s today already. Theoretically, I could go for just one more for the whole day. Because we still have a lot of stuff to talk about. What about if you use slot extender highest in your items, then you die? Would you delete it? Yes. Yes, I would. Because that's the part of the rules. The rule would state that if we die, not including PK, we delete the character as is. So I would save myself the pain, and as soon as I die, I would just literally delete the character and that's it. I wouldn't check the inventory, I wouldn't check anything. It just has to be deleted straight on, you know? To do it in the first minute, it would be the easiest. Because if I wouldn't do it in the first minute, I would get all these kind of thoughts of just like, oh man, maybe just bend the rules or something like that. And that's not what the challenges are about, you know? You have to follow the rules. You cannot break them in any way, shape or form. That's why it's really important that we have all the rule sets very clearly stated, you know? And that's why streaming is so good right now, because we can get like the rules where everyone agrees on. Man, I'm excited with this challenge. If when Chenki gets dropped extremely rare item, that would be hype. Yeah, it would be. I mean, it would be a little bit of like, man, come on, why didn't I drop it on my main account, you know? Are you planning to use your items for the death challenge, or will you have dummy items for that challenge? No, I think I will use my normal items for death challenge. Because it wouldn't be interesting if I do death challenge, literally just the same death challenge every single episode. So since I'm gonna progress on each episode a little bit, the death challenge would include stronger and stronger dungeons. No dash challenge or no BM. No, at that point, like, I wouldn't wanna play. At that point, I would just get burned out in the first 10 minutes. You know what I mean? Crazy idea. If you die, you run an event to give the character to a viewer. This way, the viewers will be invested on the chance too. That is true, but how can I even give a character to the viewer? And I would need to make sure that it doesn't break play Cabal rules in general, because gifting a whole character can break some kind of rules. We know that gifting is allowed in play Cabal, but it has to be reasonable gifting. If you're just, gifting 5 billion worth of vowels, that would be more of like account transfer, which is, kind of illegal to put like multiple resources from different accounts and put them all into one. So that could be a rule break for the server itself. And for that, I would need to speak with the GAs and to agree with them that, you do a giveaway. Yeah, but if the giveaway is such high in value, it would be trouble, I think. Yeah, giveaways have limit on the server. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Same as like friendly gifting is allowed, but the abuse of that system is not allowed. And the abuse is determined by what kind of value you are transferring. If you're transferring, like, imagine I have like a slot extender ultimate, on that account. There's no way I could possibly gift it to anyone. But it's a good idea, though. It's a very good idea. But, it's just not very viable. Okay, let me make one more drink. Maybe some tea this time. And I'll come back in like 2 minutes. Because we still have a lot of stuff to figure out. I put the kettle to boil. It's gonna boil in just a minute. What are you guys talking about? Let's see. Speak with the GMs, they can reach an agreement about it. I mean, yeah, maybe. Maybe. We'll see, but that's... We need to put that on the maybe pile. Because it would boost engagement, definitely, But then I would need to first decide how the giveaway is gonna happen. How we're gonna determine the winner. I know that in Stream Elements there's actually like a raffle system, so we could do it automatically. And then if the GAs would be fine with it, I mean, maybe it's possible. Maybe. Let's see, is there anything that I missed? Perhaps you'll make progress and make a craftsman's or even master item, but is it really worth the risk of losing it? Some rules before you store it in the warehouse. I don't know. I think the risk makes it exciting, you know? And that's the thing, like, I do have a little bit of a safeguard that's as long as I put it in the warehouse, it's gonna be safe. But the issue is that if I make master equipment, obviously I'm gonna equip it. And the dev challenges will have to happen with the with my master set at that point. Because using a dummy set, then it kind of breaks the whole hype of the dev challenge. Because the dev challenge should increase with each episode, you know? Maybe first we do just the easier dungeons, and then at the end we start doing dungeons where we can actually die. You know? Because if I use the dummies, like a dummy gear, it's not gonna be the same. You know what I mean? And I don't know, like I feel like, you know, there's still so much avoidance that I can do. If I see that I'm dying in the dungeon, I would just quickly try and leave the dungeon. You know what I mean? Like I would do everything at my power not to lose the character. That I can say for sure. You know? If people are gonna be bitching about like, oh, you left the dungeon when you saw you're about to die, I would say, man, good job to me. Wait, what? No way. Go buy ginger beer. Hey, thank you, Andrew. Man, I would love not not anymore first Shabby. Yeah, Andrew beat by 50 XP. That's crazy. I will get some ginger beer with this. Cause yeah, I haven't drank ginger beer in like 3-4 days, man. That's a crazy long amount of time to go without ginger beer. Oh man, this day just keeps getting better and better. I cannot believe it. We almost have a full rule set for the challenge. I will have enough free time to start making it immediately, which is like the biggest thing. Because yesterday I was actually supposed to go to my night shift. But the thing is, like today I just walked out. I was like, nah. You're not gonna talk to me like that. You sure? Oh my days. What is even happening? I think Chabby is just not the one to be messed with. Chabby is not afraid to spend. We're gonna make Chenky rich, yeah. You know that's overnight that we are speaking about changing your life overnight? I mean, this could be the night. Damn, that's crazy. That has to be my PB. 15. Well, euros and dollars, I'm gonna keep it as the same value. So 15. Bruv, now I'm so... Welcome to standard. Oh my days, Tiago. Thank you very much. Let's freaking go. We got a new member. Oh man, that's crazy. I'm always supporting. Yeah, that's right. And I can see in this one, Chabi Matan said it. I'm always supporting, rolling on the floor, laughing. Oh man, happy days. I'm so glad that I boiled another cup of coffee instead of tea. Because man, I'm gonna need the energy to address this. Holy freaking moly. Today might be like a super long stream as well. Because I did mention in the goals that if we actually reach the goal, today is the day. Oh my days. And my kettle is boiling. Hold up. Stay right there. Stay right there, Tiago. Hey, sorry for being away so long. We had to make a special coffee. Holy moly, man. Today is the day, Tiago. Today is the day. Man, we haven't even started doing any type of grinding, and we still need to grind. I mean, if the stream lasts for 5 hours, so be it. If it has to last for longer, so be it. You know what I mean? 4 out of 5, that's crazy. I'm here for the future, yeah, and the future is looking bright, to be fair, when you think about it. Because that's the thing, I have a lot of more free time, because I just walked out today from the job. I went there at 8 in the morning, very, very mad, because they called me at 4 in the night. And I said, this is unacceptable. And they were like, you know what, you still have to answer the calls because you made one mistake and basically you have to fix it. And the mistake was that one of the guests from the hotel, he came to me and he said, can you order me a cab? Okay, for what time do you want the cab? And he said from 4:30 in the morning from the hotel to airport. So I did it. I did everything nice. Are you free from the job today? Well, not today, because I'm not planning to come there tomorrow, in all honesty. You know what I mean? They haven't officially fired, but I'm not gonna go there back, because they didn't apologize to me for calling 4 in the morning. They basically said that you have to take the call. I got you. Oh my days. What? Whoa, 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 guys. Okay, chill, chill. It's almost too much now. Wait. 125. What is that even? 250. Wait, what is that even? Bro, guys. Quitting the job was actually the best thing that happened to me, I think. Holy freaking moly. I don't even understand what this 125 and 250 mean. I have no idea what it is. But I'll take it, man. Just judging by the color, it's a lot. Holy freaking moly. That's pesos, man. Man, I'm gonna be the peso king. Mr. Pesos. Oh, that sounds actually so good. Oh, Chappy was gonna wait till the last minute, but you guys got it. Man, it's only $3. Hey, that's an extra $3 right there. You know what I mean? And I'm really happy about that. Holy freaking moly, man. Today is going so well. Man, this actually... Well, now we have to make a super long stream, don't we? Maybe I'm glad that I actually spent the first 3 hours of the stream just freaking talking non-stop, you know? We still have so much grind left to do. Man, holy moly. Damn. I wish I had a kebab right now next to me. It's not much, bro. It doesn't matter, though. It doesn't matter. It's a donation, you know what I mean? Normally on YouTube, you don't get many of those at all. You should put the goal higher now, Chunky. Well, I mean, 5 was also super high for me. You know, because even just 1 out of 1, it's already extremely good stream if I reach that goal. Today we reached 5 out of 5. I mean, what the hell, is happening? No Chunky going to work, yeah. Hell no, I ain't coming back there. No freaking way. Because they said, oh, if you want to come back, you have to write an apology letter or explanation letter. And I was like, there's no way. You guys didn't even say sorry for calling 4 in the morning. Because I said I'm never gonna pick up when you call me at this time. And I'm super displeased that you even tried. Because I keep always all of my phone volume, I keep it on max. So just in case something happens throughout the night, to my either relatives or close friends, I can react. But it's not for work to call, you know? And then if I keep working there, I just have to mute every single time. And then what if something bad happens? You know what I mean? Because yeah, they didn't even apologize. They said that I have to basically take the call. And I was like, no freaking way. I'm gonna leave right now. And that's exactly what I did. When you're gonna upload the next vlog on Patreon, I could theoretically get it done today, because it's already filmed. It is already filmed. That's the thing, like, because of this mess up from work, like, I didn't really have time, you know? So let me understand, did you already quit the job? I walked out, but I didn't sign the sheet that says that I officially quit. Which I was planning to just go like tomorrow or the day after and sign it, because I'm not planning to go back. Especially now that they want an apology from me, which they're never gonna get. Because I wanted an apology for them, and just to make sure that they are never gonna call me in nighttime again. Almost just talking stream. Yeah, kinda. I mean, it starts like that. Now it has to be like a super long stream. Because I wrote it in the goals. If we reach the goal, we're gonna make a long stream. And I didn't really expect to hit the goal, you know what I mean? Damn, it didn't take long. Nah, only 1 month to be fair. You know what I mean? But, I mean, I just face reveal next goal. Well, to be fair, people already know how my face looks like from the vlogs on Patreon. And to be fair, you don't even need to have a goal, you can actually watch it for free. Well, not the videos itself, but you can watch the thumbnail. And in the thumbnail, you're gonna see my face. Obviously, the first vlog that I put out, I didn't even go to like a didn't get a haircut, didn't fix my beard. So normally I look a bit more presentable. Especially working that much hours. Yeah, it's 12 hours in the work itself, plus 1.5 to 2 hours front, and then 2.5 hours back. Because I finish at 8, and the next available bus is at 9 o'clock. So basically I just have to chill for 1 more hour before I take the bus, and then the bus itself, the journey home, is gonna take an hour and a bit. So I used to spend on my work days around 15 hours total. You know? So it's just like, it's too much. Especially the pay is really low. And you know, I was just like, you know what, I'm just not gonna put up on this. I'll join your Patreon, and on Friday I still need to learn how it works. Hey, happy days, Chabby. Happy freaking days. I'll make sure that I'll try to put out the vlog today. You know? Chabby just needs to buy this. Yeah, I mean, it's very simple. It's just a subscription. There's 2 tiers of subscription. Basically, one for €5 a month and the other one for €15 a month. And the only difference between those two is that if you buy the 15 one, I'm basically gonna make a custom t-shirt design just for you. With your name on and stuff like that, you know? Any special request, you can send them in. We know that we already have to make a You Know What I Mean shirt. We have to just improvise one for camouflage. So yeah, that's basically the only deal. I just saw your Patreon, bro. It's a real life Giga Chad. I don't think you can be a Giga Chad when you weigh like, what, 70 kilos? Right? But I have been working out, and once I started doing the 12-hour shifts, my kinda diet and working out stopped a little bit. But it's gonna start up again, like I feel alive again. And I think this series is really what's gonna be the turning point for us, guys. Oh. Holy freaking moly, man. But think with calm before taking the decision. Well, yes, but that's the thing, I'm not gonna apologize. You know, it's bad enough that they didn't apologize to me. I mean, it might sound very, very arrogant, but 4 a.m. calls is a no-go. You know, even if that job paid like a proper wage, even then I would be very, very skeptical about it. You know what I mean? But they actually expected me to pick up at 4 in the morning. I finished the shift at 8 in the evening. I came back home, it was 10. So 1 hour just to eat, and about at 11 o'clock I fell asleep. Because I didn't stream yesterday at night. You know what I mean? 70 kilos, damn. GA's weigh 200 plus? I don't believe it. No one is weighing 200 plus. That's impossible. I think I've never seen a 200 kilo person. I've seen a 140 kilo person, and he was like 2 meters. And I cannot imagine a bigger person in my life. Literally, that guy blocks out all of the sunlight when he goes near you. You know? We have this one person in our friends group who's 2 meters and extremely heavy. Because when he goes on the scale, it actually goes the full rotation. Okay, we need to start doing some dungeons at some point, right? Shanky boy. That's me. My weight was 130 kilos last year on the day of the accident. Now I'm 78 kilos. Oh, damn. I've never reached more than 75 kilos in my life. 75 kilos was literally the heaviest I have ever been. And that happened when I was 19. And I remember I was always like, you know, I'm gonna start working out, na. And 10 years later, you know, I'm still not stronger than when I was like 19. But yeah, now I'm definitely gonna... Oh, look at this. Are you grinding premiums as well? Holy moly, okay. Maybe the premiums is gonna be lucky today. I really hope so, man. Let's drop a slot extender on the main account, and then we don't need to have to worry. Because I would hate for my first slot extender highest to be on my Iron Man series. Because here I could use the slot extender highest properly, you know? I would just sell it, to be fair. Because I think that's just a lot of cash. 5 billion just like that. ADX's life. I mean, yeah. Especially in the Iron Man series, I'm gonna be doing a lot of it. I know that I'll be doing map part for the very first episode. And then we'll see about Streamers Crazy. Hard than normal, maybe. And then, if I get even stronger, it would be Hazardous Valley. Not the Awakened version, just the normal version. Need to farm cores for Hales. Oh yeah, is Hales coming soon? I don't think it's active right now. Yeah, it's not. 2 days. I don't know, like, the more I think about it, I think that the Iron Man Hardcore series is actually gonna be really fun. At first I thought that I'm not gonna enjoy it. I would just do it for the content, but now I actually think that I would enjoy it. Because the Gladiator is gonna look really good. You know? The only thing I'm wondering, am I allowed to... Probably not. Like, to get some costumes, you know what I mean? Probably not allowed. Because, like, I would love to start grinding with a Dragonium set, but I think, yeah, it would be a bit too much. I would have to farm my costumes as well. Do easy streamers crazy? Wait, easy would drop 4 score lows and upgrade core lows, right? I mean, to be fair, I think in the Iron Man challenge I would just do all of them. Live now on Chunky Milk 11. You don't wanna miss this. PB Day. I say PB Day just to kinda clickbait just a little bit. But to be fair, it is a PB Day, I think in terms of donations and memberships. Or at least in reaching the goal. And then, you know, for the Iron Man, it would be... The big step up would be when I can actually do Awaken DX dungeons. I don't know how long will that take, especially with the Gladiator. You know? As long as you don't get help, there you can do whatever you want on Iron Man Challenge. Well, yeah, I mean, the rules that we have are pretty good, I think. 4 rules, but they cover the essence of the Iron Man Challenge. And I'm very happy that we actually had this stream. Because imagine if I didn't stream and just started Iron Man Challenge. You know, it would have been done on the same account, so then the collection and basically the whole challenge would get corrupted. You know, just because I didn't start it the right way. And now I know, so this feedback was like incredibly important. I'm telling you, like, it seems like the next couple of days are gonna be no sleep days for me. I'll try to record as much during the day. Someone actually got slot extender high from the labyrinth. And I would try to do my editing at night. Because, you know, if tomorrow I don't have to do a 12-hour shift, I'm still doing 12 hours, but just full on YouTube. You know what I mean? Yeah, I think it's fine to get costumes from cash on Iron Man. I mean, maybe, but you see, there's another problem. Since we're creating the Iron Man on a completely separate account, that way if I wanted to get my costumes, I would have to transfer a lot of gold vouchers from my main account to the Iron Man. And that's like a little bit sketchy already in terms of, you know, account transfers. So I think we just have to be a man at this point. I can pave one Force Gem. And continue doing the elite versions. Okay, I'll do it. I think at this point we have to be a man and just say, you know what? I'm gonna farm my own costumes as well. Because I think for the viewer itself, it's gonna be a bit more enjoyable seeing the visual progression. You know what I mean? Because if on day one I start with a good-looking Dragonium set, of course it's gonna be more fun for me, but I think for the viewer, it's not gonna be that much. Because there's another YouTuber that I used to watch. It's Josh Thrive Hayes. And he speaks about this type of stuff. He kind of analyzes MMORPGs and he's a little bit into like not philosophy, psychology. Right? So he explores those aspects, you know, of people who play MMORPGs. And the visual progression is very, very much a real thing. That's why a lot of people like to just start over sometimes. You know, because your visual progression is gonna be at maximum. You know, every single episode you're increasing something. You know, you look different from it. And also like the hits. Like when you do 5 damage and you upgrade it to do 10 damage, visually it's a lot more pleasing than doing 17,000 damage and jumping that from like 18,000 damage. You know what I mean? Because your brain automatically increases the percentage. Like it calculates the percentage, how stronger did you actually get right now. And he's like a really good guy if you're interested in like games and psychology at the same time. Because he tries to make the psychology like a little bit fun. Let's put another rule. If you enter a dungeon, you cannot exit until you end it. Pretty hardcore, right? That would be extremely hardcore. But wait, maybe I like it. Maybe I do like it. Let's think about this rule a little bit. New rules is like literally the best thing that we can put. So the new rule is if I enter dungeon, I cannot leave it. So for example, if I see that I'm dying, I would have to retreat immediately. And I would need to make sure that I have some potions of Veronica just in case or something like that. Some like extra potions that... Because I would need to finish the dungeon. Let me think, is this a bit too much hardcore or not? What if I enter... It could be voted at the start of session. I don't know, because this kind of rule is actually somewhere in line. It seems like the same difficulty as the death challenges. If I enter a dungeon, I cannot leave it. So I wouldn't pick dungeons that are too hard for me to do. That's obvious. But the thing is, if I see that I'm in trouble, I cannot leave it. How that would work with Eka though? Because that wouldn't work with Eka, right? So either I cannot do Eka Or we have to make a special exception for Eka, that we can only leave Eka, for example, or Glacial Inferno. But still, making too much exceptions is not good. Yeah, I think it's fine to get costumes from cash on Iron Man since you don't get the status from the costumes. Yeah, that's true, but just, I think I would still farm it myself. I love him. The video today was a day is peak cinema, haha. For me, the best Josh Strives videos is the worst MMORPGs. Because it's not... Like, if you just read the title... Oh, look at this, Faded Green Jewel. I'll take it. That's actually a good drop of the day. 20 million right there. Because he doesn't plainly just diss out this bad MMOs. He actually explores old MMOs and tells you exactly the reasons why they are failing. And those series alone, I think it made me like much better YouTuber. You know, because you have to think about all of these stuff like, you know, you can see your YouTube as a game itself. You know, and if you put a lot of challenges for your viewers, they're gonna just stop watching. You have to make sure there's at the very least amount of quit moments as possible. Maybe there will be an exception, especially for Eka. Well, Eka would be the only exception. But no, Devil Towers as well, right? That would mean that I cannot do Devil Tower until I'm 100% certain that I can clear the whole thing. So let's just think about this. Because then my strategy would switch and then I wouldn't do Devil Tower just for the XP for the longest of time. Because I kinda like this rule, but it has to be changed somewhat to make it more doable. Because where the rule would shine, if the dungeon just suddenly becomes hard for me, but I still picked a passable dungeon. So I would need to just, you know, strategize, use everything that I can, in any way, shape, or form that I can, to actually pass the dungeon. And I do like this challenge. But then we have to think about DTs and Eka. Did you saw the MMO's ranking? Not really, cause I haven't watched Josh Strive Haze for the longest of time. You know, cause just there wasn't really that much free time to begin with for me. And you know, when I have like free time and I'm just eating, I then rather just put like an office or something like that. You know, an episode of The Office kind of just relaxes me and prepares me for the next day. You can make a poll on the rules. Maybe it's like a little bit hard to admit, but I don't even know how to make like a poll right now in the chat. But I'm also trying to decide myself, you know, because I am gonna be the one who's actually participating in this challenge. So I try to voice it out as clearly as possible. Because that rule of not leaving the dungeons, I actually kinda like it. But then it needs to be, you know, adjusted a little bit. Because I wouldn't like not to be able to do the Devil Towers. And plus it's also like a guide series, you know what I mean? So we would like to show new people that you can do Devil Towers and leave them early. Because theoretically I think this rule would work if we make exception for Eka and Devil Tower 1 and 2. And that's literally it. But then it would be a rule with already 2 exceptions. So like, I'm not sure, like... It would hurt the main goal of the account. You will take too much time to create guides. Yeah, like it... That's what I'm saying. Like, if I cannot level up from 180 to 200 using Devil Tower, that's gonna slow down the progression a whole lot. And plus, like, we still have to think about overload levels, then myth levels. You know, leveling up is such a big part that if I cannot use Eka or Devil Tower, it would literally just break the experience, I think. There are many dungeons to level up, though. I mean, there is, and I know them. Up until 150, I can get easy without Eka. Don't punish yourself too much. Make sure you're having fun while doing the challenges. Yeah, that's why I'm thinking about every single rule 3 times. Because now all of the rules that we have so far, I'm fully okay with. And I have no problem. And if there's a rule that I don't like, I just don't accept it. For example, where there was like craft your own entries. And for me, that doesn't make sense. And I would feel like it would put too much of... Like it would make me not enjoy the challenge, you know? But the more... But this... that you can... If you enter a dungeon, you cannot leave it. It could actually increase my enjoyment. You know? Because then I know if I go to like Seal of Darkness too early, I still have to finish it. If we have this rule on paper, I would only do dungeons where I 100% know that I have the possibility of clearing them fully. But then we have a problem with the Eka and DT. So I kind of would like to incorporate this rule, to be fair. But just we need to make a little change to it. And everything else, like, I'm fully happy in terms of the rules. If the Iron Man series is to create guides for starters, you should do most useful guide. Well, yeah, but for the most part, it doesn't break anything. Like, no trading with any other players, that doesn't break it. Because in the Iron Man, I can say that, you know, the best thing would be buy from the agent shop. Like, I would still look at the agent shop, but just I wouldn't be able to buy anything. But then, you know, guys, like, I would explain that you can buy it from agent shop, but me personally, I'm actually gonna do it myself. And I think that's gonna increase even the experience of the viewer. Because instead of buying an plus 15 Arcana, maybe if they go and buy it themselves, but at least they're gonna watch the videos and they're gonna see how to do it themselves. You know? And they're gonna see me just thinking of ways how I can get my Arcanas to plus 15 and so on. So I think no trading rule does not affect the guide quality. Also, not able to join the parties does not affect the guide quality. As I would mention to the viewers that there is like Eka parties. You can stay here, join a party, and you're gonna get massive XP. But me personally, since I'm doing everything myself, and then I'll show another way, you know, how to level up. But the trouble that I'm having with if I enter the dungeon, I cannot leave it, as Devil Tower is gonna be an Eka, just doing it solo by yourself. It's gonna be a primal kind of thing for the account, because you're always gonna need XP. You know what I mean? So, you know, if this rule is made, because this rule would basically prevent me from, let's say I go to like Panic Cave and whatever, I start messing up, I start fat fingering everything. You know, I could just really quickly just leave the dungeon and that's it. You know what I mean? I don't know. So maybe it would be a little bit unenjoyable for the viewer. And this is like the rule that I'm willing to work on, definitely. Yeah, I was talking on limiting the Eka and DT. Yeah, like Eka and DT, like we cannot limit because they're integral part of the game. You know what I mean? I'm okay with like not taking any help, but you know, if I can clear like first 2 stages, plus imagine how Devil Tower is gonna be fun. You know, because you want to do Devil Tower at the highest level possible. So it's ultimately like a little bit of risk and reward. Like, am I gonna get the XP? Or am I gonna risk it all and die? You know, I don't know, it makes me so excited even just talking about it, man. And I think if we fully craft like all the rule sets here, like it's gonna be an amazing Iron Man series. I'm actually gonna make a special intro to the Iron Man series for sure. Like, I wanna put a lot of time and effort into this, because I think this is gonna be huge. Absolutely huge. Man, I'm so happy for this series. It feels like it's like a really big thing. Probably a subcategory of Death Challenge, if the dungeon is really hard to finish. Because you know what? If we take this rule that if I enter a dungeon, I cannot leave it, with the only 2 exceptions is the Devil Tower and Eka, imagine my base level up. instead of doing the base level up, because there's a lot of base level ups that you have to do, like Marina Outpost, let's say, and you have to kill just the very first minions in Marina Outpost. Well, if I enter the dungeon, I automatically have to complete it fully. Will it count if dying on DT? It would definitely count. So the rule for dying is this. If we die, not including PK, we delete the character as is. The wording is very, very important here on the rule. That's why on every single episode, I'm gonna showcase the rules. You know what I mean? The wording is especially like important because it prevents me from bending the rules. And once the rules are decided, they're gonna stay that way. You know, if the wording was actually wrong on the rules and I find a way to exploit it, I'm gonna exploit it. You know, that's just me. That's like the part of the challenge. That's why after grinding the Gladiator Iron Man challenge, I'm gonna log off and I'm gonna be still thinking about it. I'll take every edge and every opportunity to boost my account. You know, the most important thing is that I follow the rules that we set. Make a special category on Discord for us to talk about the Iron Man. Man, that's really good. Hold up, if we do it today, if today we're still kinda crafting the series in our minds and crafting the rules, for today I could finish the vlog and then I could actually set up my stream elements so that tomorrow's stream is actually gonna be even more high quality. Yeah, we can do that. And then we would start the series tomorrow. So that every kind of chat, like the rules are gonna be finalized today at like 12 in the night, server time. And they're gonna be finalized in the Discord. And I'll be very active in the Discord today as well. I mean, that sounds really good. Pretty much everything is set. Yeah, but since, you know, this series is gonna take a long, long time, and I would hate to change any kind of rules in the middle of the series. So maybe it's good to take one more evening off. You cannot play the Gladiator offline? I mean, I could if I wanted to, but I just wouldn't. I know that I wouldn't. You know, I would just I can do all the grind that I want, and I would just cut the video. You know what I mean? So instead, like if I'm doing 90 runs of map part, you wouldn't need to watch it every single time. I would just cut, you know, just cut it. And maybe, you know, 90 runs of map part for the viewer would only seem like 30 seconds. Maybe find another way to level up, keep it hardcore. Because you see, there's still like some things we need to decide. So maybe I think it's a good idea for us to make a Discord group, Discord channel. And it's only gonna be active for today up until 12 in the night server time. You know? And this is where all of the rules are gonna be finalized. I love this idea. Because, you know, some people are saying maybe find another way to level up, keep it hardcore. You know, because already that if I enter the dungeon, I cannot leave it, it poses a lot of challenges. Because, for example, I think base level up quest, we have to think about that before we do it. I think 190 level base level up quests are gonna require you to do like Mirage Island or something like that. Why not just speed things up when running the dungeon? Because people always wanna see if you die or not. That's a good idea. Yeah, okay, instead of making the cuts, I would just speed it up. That's a really good idea, Squishy Guy. You see, that's why we need a Discord. You know? So then when the series hits, I would start filming it tomorrow. I think we would have the best foundation possible for the series. Man, I'm actually so hyped up, I cannot even believe it. Like, I just want to start the series, you know what I mean? The RuneScape Hardcore Iron Man don't lose the hardcore status on devs inside dungeons, though. Yeah, but for here, like, we're gonna do it differently. We're gonna make it even more hardcore. Did you include one slot extender highest equals one save life? No, I still didn't do it. Hold up, what if I open the Discord and we can start the polls going already? Because that I would love to know your interest. You know, if we drop slot extender highest, that would be +1 life, and slot extender ultimate would be +2 lives. But then again, that may ruin the enjoyment, and that may ruin the spirit of Iron Man. You know? Because for me, it's like 50-50. I don't know about the slot extender equals an extra life kind of thing. If you turn the series into an educational one, explore every possible method to accomplish tasks. Okay, that's a very well thought out message. That's a very well thought out message. Damn. Because we want the series to be as educational as possible. And the extra challenge is just basically gonna make it really exciting to watch. So people watch and learn at the same time. Also create a Discord channel for progression updates for us, and it can be used as a receipt for people who won't believe that you didn't follow the rules. There we go, let me screenshot this. Man, my Discord mod is gonna be so busy today. Polls for the stream for tomorrow could be up before. Yeah, but the streams would actually be my main account. You know, and Iron Man is gonna be fully in the episodes. You know what I mean? Maybe later on, but at least like it has to start off only episodes. And maybe later on, you know, when it gets a bit more tedious, we can actually stream the Iron Man. But for the first like 10-12 episodes, I want it to be all indie episodes. So that for some people who don't watch the streams, they would have like a consistent timeline. And I think the first like 10 to 12 episodes are gonna be the most educational ones for the new people. And after that, maybe then we could start, you know, even streaming the Iron Man challenge. You know? Oh yeah, what about the base level up quests? Well, my question was exactly, because the base level up quests are gonna be requiring to do very hard dungeons. And then if I enter it, I cannot leave it. So that means I cannot do that base level up quest for the longest of time. What is the hardest dungeon that they make you do on base level up quests? Because Marina Outpost is already like really hard. And we can check like what is the combat empowerment. 545. Okay, so this one is still doable. I could still do it with my Iron Man hardcore, even if I enter it and have to complete it fully. Is there any stronger dungeon that they ask you to do in base level up quests? MO and B2F? That's literally the hardest ones? Okay, then it wouldn't be a problem. I'm okay with this. Make unlisted video with the full run for those who want to see, but the main video needs to be more fast-paced. Yeah, I could actually make an unlisted version of it, and that would be with no edits at all. And basically no one would watch it, but if people want proof, and I could post the unlisted links in like some kind of Discord channel specifically made. So that if people want to challenge me, you know, I have all the proof. So basically you cannot dispute it. Mobs in the map are hard, especially in Arcane Trace. Well, yeah, but the mobs I'm not worrying about that much. Like, worst case scenario, I'll just start killing them one by one. You know what I mean? Just lure one guy. There we go, get him like somewhere here. And if I'm afraid of dying, I will just clear them one by one. So MO and B2F is literally the hardest dungeons to do, right? From base level up quests. If that's the case, I think we can actually accept the rule that if I enter a dungeon, I cannot leave it. A new idea, buy an external HD with the today's donations to store the recordings. I mean, it would be nice, yeah. An external HD, that's probably gonna cost like 100 to 50 euros, right? I could do it next month or after I get paid. AFT. AFT is actually the hardest one. So did they make you do it on base level up 200? Hold up, let's check AFT requirements. Because I would at least like to reach base level up 190. You know, and then for base level up 200, I can wait as long as I need to. AFT, Awakened Forgotten Temple, right? This one you mean, right? AFT, Awakened Forgotten Temple B2F. To be fair, this one is still doable even with an Iron Man challenge. Definitely. How much it takes? Yeah, 560, that's okay. I think, you know, this rule could stay. We're gonna make a Discord immediately after the stream, so we can all gather the same kind of information in the Discord and then finalize the deal. And then tomorrow morning, the Iron Man series would start. You know? By the way, does anyone have access to the Discord? It's gonna be hard on Gas Chamber and AFT2. Yes, but the thing is that I have good knowledge about AFT2. So I know all the dangers that are awaiting me. So even at this stage, because you know I'm not gonna be careless with this challenge. Even though recommended combat power is 560, I would make sure to have maybe like some separate Demonite set that would basically just boost my defense, just so I could get past through the gas chamber. You know? That's why like this challenge is so fun, because I have to think about every single possibility. You know? And I would have my damaging set, then I would have my extra defense set, which would be just plain Demonite plus as many as I can. Do you think you will reach 300k plus CP in less than 1 month? Are you sure? I think for sure. In a month. Yeah, definitely. Especially if the series are having hype. You know what I mean? Because my deal is, like, I think that I'm gonna do... Well, I actually applied for some work that I would really love to do. So that would be either marketing specialist, marketing consultant, or... Well, they call it vadybininkas in Lithuania, but it's basically like cold calls and stuff like that. So I only applied to jobs that I would really like. I'm not expecting like a return call from them, but if I do, then happy days. And then I wait up until the end of this week before I start working again. And I probably just go back to working as a plumber, because then at least I would have way more time on my YouTube. I could finish at like 1 o'clock, something like that. You know, as a plumber, you work for 6 hours. As the administrator, I worked for more than 12. And you know, yeah, I am optimistic. We already established that I do live in a fantasy world. And it could be the greatest weakness or, you know, the greatest strength, to be fair. Yeah, I really like the... If I enter the dungeon, I cannot leave it. With the exception of Eka and the freaking DT. Man, I'm loving this. I am loving this. Right, after the stream, we'll make the custom Discord channel. Let me know if there's anyone who doesn't have a Discord link, so we can provide it for you. Because over today, like, the rules are gonna be finalized. And maybe there's gonna be even more ideas that we can think of. Man, today is a good day. I'm telling you, because, you know, if today is so good, tomorrow is actually gonna be amazing. Maybe today I'll actually spend the time to film an intro to my Iron Man series. Because I would like to have like a proper intro every single time. And I had an idea of making something like an office intro. You know, some music and then my character and whatnot. And then later, once we get stronger, we can edit the intro as well. Like, I think TV shows have the best intros. And I kind of want to make it that. Man, I got so hyped up for the series. It's crazy. I cannot even do anything else. Just think about the series. And to be fair, that's the only thing that I want to do right now. Rap intro. I mean, maybe, you know, we could add rap a bit later into it. Because for me, just now to make up the lyrics on the spot, then get the beats, I don't think I could possibly do it today. And I want to start working on the series tomorrow. Well, to be fair, like over 2 days, maybe, but... Because usually when it's with the TV series, it's just like some kind of music and then it's all about the visuals that you put out. And since the intro is still gonna be changing bit by bit anyways, you know, later we can even add some lyrics to it. Bro got hyped from 1 run, 1 delete. Yes, I did, man. Yes, I did. Because now it actually feels challenging. It feels like I'm gonna be testing myself on these series. That's why I really want to make sure we agree on the rules before the challenge starts. Because if you guys leave some kind of loophole in the rules, I know myself, if I find it, I'm gonna exploit it. You know? That's why the wording is so important. And I think the wording that we already have is very well made. No trading of any kind. Right? Selling means trading as well, because you're selling something and you're getting something in return. So that's a trade. Not allowed to gain help from other people of any kind. So that would include all the guilds, all the parties, all the DP runs and stuff like that. Like it fully covers all those points. Then this one is very important. If we die, the clause, not including PK, clause ends, we delete the character as is. Even the last 2 words like are super. What about mail? Well, mail is the same, it's trading. Or if it's not trading and people just send me loot, well, that would be the break of a second rule, not allowed to gain any support from other players. You see what I mean? Like, these rules are so well thought out that they cover all of the points, and I love it. And that if we die, not including PK, we delete the character as is, which means whatever I had on the character, I just, as soon as I die, boom, go to the character, delete the character. Doesn't matter what I had in the inventory, doesn't matter what, that character has to go. You know what I mean? And then I start off with what I have in the warehouse. Then death challenges at the end of the episode. Well, this one is actually pretty easy. I think it just adds a little bit of twist, a little bit of spiciness to the mix, you know what I mean? Just a little bit. And I like it. And death challenges, like, I would decide them myself. So basically it would be just harder dungeons that, you know, I'm not 100% safe in. It could be PvPs as well, because like we already realized that I could actually use return stones just if things get sour. Because I'll try to maintain my character for as long as I possibly can, you know? And if I see someone that beats me in PvP, I am gonna run. I'll tell you guys right now, I am gonna run and I'm gonna hide. Sure, it's not the most honorable thing to do, but that way, if I succeed, at least I get to keep my character. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. 5th rule, if I enter dungeon, not including Eka or DT, I cannot leave it. And this is gonna make so much more exciting when we're actually doing base level up quests. Because I'll have to strategize so much more. For now, I love every single rule that there is. And I think it's super smart just to have the Discord discussion for the next, let's say 11-12 hours. Alright? And I'm super all for it. Put number on the name. Oh yes, I did write it down. But since it's not a rule, I didn't voice it out, but Yes, we're gonna have a number on the name. You know? Holy moly, guys, man, I am excited. I wonder, can I just set up the... Nah, we'll let we'll let the Discord moderator create all the channels. I'm very not handy with the Discord. You got my idea. I'm playing and pushing it far. I'm playing without boosting and trading, only sell stuff because I would run out of space. Yeah, for me, like, I'm not gonna even sell anything because it's a part of a trade. So everything would go to collection. How would I make money, you ask? That's a very good question. And my idea is alts amount, right? I would farm my money by alts. Wait, what? Death challenge, mission war 100 to kill Chunky is game over. Yeah, I mean, mission war, like, it would be considered PK if I get killed in the mission war, right? Because there's no other way around it. How about sell to NPCs? Yeah, I mean, sell to NPCs I definitely can. So I would use jewels. Oh, there we go. Jewels would be perfect item to sell. Binstones as well, they cost like 1 million each. You can sell to NPCs. Yeah, like NPCs definitely. I can trade with NPCs. I can buy dungeon entries, but I just cannot trade with them. No trading of any kind. And then we would need to make a clause except NPCs. Because Agent Shop is not an NPC, that's a market already. But yeah, I could sell just the raw ingredients to NPCs. The thing is, I just cannot sell it on the free market or trade it to any players. But for the most part, like at the very start, my collection is gonna be empty anyways. So I think everything that I get, I'll find a way to use it. And I think it's gonna be really fun, because selling just, let's say like these, like astral cores or material cores to NPCs, that's gonna be the absolute last resort. I'll first try to see if I can squeeze any kind of value from the item. And if there's literally nothing else I can do with it, okay, then we sell to NPCs. You should do a voiceover video, that way it's fun to watch and you can add any sound effects you want. I mean, yeah, that could just come in the editing stage. How about you create a separate character for crafting? It costs a lot of time. I want to take on crafting. I want to see, you know, how hard it is. Because that's the thing, if I'm crafting, then I will always be able to use all of these material cores and everything like that, you know what I mean? If my collection is already filled, I'm gonna use those materials to craft something. Right? And the idea would be that I could later just... Of course, I couldn't sell the crafted items. I could just sell it to NPCs, but the whole point would be just to gain more points. You know? Yeah, the craft should definitely be separated to not risk it. But char would be deleted if you die. Okay. Because, you know, maybe I'm way too optimistic about this. I just kind of feel like I'm not gonna die. I'll take every single precaution not to do it. But what if I do? And then the crafting gets lost. But what if I store a lot of the materials in the warehouse? I mean, I wanted to play without trading entirely, but I would break at some point, so I made my rules when I reach some point of... at some point, for example, for 5 billion, then I will start playing normally. Yeah, I mean, I want to go for like as hard as challenge as possible. Because the thing is, I don't think I'm gonna burn out, just because I still have my main account. And I'm still gonna be playing on my main account every single day. Bro, mostly how you make an ALS, what dungeons and what you buying with DP. So from DP, I don't make alts from DP. I use DP to make gamble sessions. So for example, right now I'm stacking on pet and train kits. I have 53 of them. If not pet and train kits, I would use like honor medals or something like that. But you can just sell your DP outright if you want to. I think the price is 75 million for 300 DP. And I would be making alts by... Like how I'm making alts now, you mean? It's just grinding dungeons, really, and just selling the materials. If you make the craft on another character, it isn't a rule break because you will not take advantage of anyone but yourself. Okay, let me read all the rules. Well, yeah, I mean, I'm free to create more characters, right? The trick here is that if the character dies, it gets deleted as is. You know what I mean? So usually it's gonna have some gear on it, and the gear is gonna be lost. Yeah, I think I would start off... I could actually make a separate character for crafting. Definitely. And plus, I think I would sooner or later I would run out of storage space, so I could use other characters just for storage space, you know? So maybe I collect a lot of materials right now, but I'm not gonna be needing them for like 2 months. And that's gonna be a long time period just to store it in the warehouse. Yes, you have main, but that's I'm playing is my main, so I need rules I can follow. Yeah. For me, I can go a bit more hardcore because I'm always gonna still have this account, you know what I mean? If there is an event you're going to participate in, well, let's see. Can I participate in events? I think if it's like a solo event, I should be fine. And plus, like, I would like to participate in the events because, you know, this is where I could get my extreme cores and stuff like that. As long as this event is not being boosted by other people, you know? As I'm not allowed to trade anyone, apart from NPCs, and I'm not allowed to get any kind of help from other people. So if I'm doing this event solo just by myself, for example, hunting like Frankies or stuff like that, I don't see how it would break the rules. It wouldn't. So I would participate in the events. In the ones that I could. Don't make another character be a man. Ooh. I mean, that's just like extreme. You know? But I think I would still need other characters, at least for the storage. So I would have one character that has all of the material cores, another character that stores all the quas cores, just so I can keep everything organized, you know what I mean? I'm thinking long term. And probably in like... Because to be fair, losing one character is already like crazy bad enough. Because we would lose all the gear. But then, again, I would actually have a lot of duplicates of gear, just in case. So if I lose this character, okay, then I start a new one. It could be a gladiator as well, but then I will have a lot of gear that I farmed myself. So then I'm not constantly starting from level 0. You know, collection is always gonna be upgraded. And the gear I can just stack. Yeah, but when it comes to like honor medals, like I will really need to not to lose my character. Man, I'm excited. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rules. Right? Not allow trading of any kind except for NPCs. So, and that I should still clarify, like I can just sell items to NPCs if I want to. Not allowed to get any help from other people. If I die, I delete the character as is. Not including PK, right? If I enter the dungeon, I cannot leave it. Not including Eka and DT. And then death challenge at the end of the episode. That's 4 rules. And currently I'm very happy about all of them. if you're gonna join the event, just use your main. I mean, it's most likely that, you know, if there's an event, of course I'm gonna play with my main, because I don't wanna stall my main progression, you know? But then I would play the event on my main, and then for the episode, I would still like to participate in the event. You know what I mean? I'm farming Chaos Arenas and Ruina Station whole day just to boost my crafting amity. To craft Chaos cores. Yeah, I mean, Chaos Arena is good. It's good and it's fairly safe up until level 6. Level 7, where it could be dangerous, possibly. And then again, I would need to really think about Chaos Arena, because we have the rule that if I enter it, I cannot leave it. Right? The only exception is for Eka and DT only. But the guides on newbies how to do events. Yeah, that's the thing, like, you know, if I do an event with my gladiator, well, it's gonna be the perfect newbie guide. Literally perfect. As you know, I'm not gonna be able to get far in the event. But at least, you know, I'll have the right thinking of how to try to participate in it. And then on stream, I would just play the event on my main. Because events are super important in this game, you know what I mean? And who knows, like, if I get so focused on the Iron Man Hardcore Challenge, I might not even notice how fast I reach 1 million combat power on my main. Yeah, man. Don't forget the essence on why you made character. Well, yeah, like, because it's to make the most best guides possible. And I think for now, all of the rules I have, everything fits. First day, Death Challenge, level 5, Lake and Dust. Oh man, that would be crazy. Because I don't even know how the scaling would work. I've never tried Lake and Dusk at level 5. I think even if I tried level 5, I wouldn't go just straight to level 5. I would just go level 1, level 2, level 3, you know, and then see if I can actually do it. Because I will take every single precaution. You could make it a rule. A rule on what? Wait, I'm not understanding. The guides on newbies how to do events. Rule. Well, I mean, the whole goal is to make those videos as informative as possible, you know? So I think it shouldn't be like a separate rule. It's just like almost the main goal, right? Is to teach people, especially new people who've never seen Cabal. And then just the Iron Man plus the hardcore is just gonna give a little jazz to it. You know? I used to do it on the official. I can farm up to Chaos Arena level 3 with starter gear. Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. Okay, guys, so what do you think? Alright, we're gonna make the Discord channel right now. And then for the next 11 hours, we're gonna finalize all the rule sets. And then I'm gonna ping everyone and just kind of say, okay, so these are the finalized rules. Maybe there's something else, because, you know, I still need to think about, is there any kind of clause? Or maybe anything that I still need to switch in the rules, but it feels like we got everything pretty well. 3, 4, 5 rules. Polemic, the starter guide should not be used. No way, no. I do not agree with that. I'm gonna use the starter gear for sure. I think those 5 rules are already hard enough. Because I'll have to twist my noggin at every single step already. And not even using the starter gear? Nah, that's just way too hard. Hardcore challenge will expose all tricks and ideas in one go. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why it's gonna be the best guide possible. Because not only is it gonna show the method, but most importantly, it's gonna show the way of thinking. So then the new people who watch it, they won't need to follow it blindly because maybe they're not gonna be doing the challenge, but they will get the right mindset from it. You know what I mean? I think that's why I think this is a golden ticket idea for sure. Yeah, man. So we have another 11 hours for any kind of suggestions, for any kind of discussion on the Discord to finalize the rules. And the rules are gonna be finalized at 12 at the night on server time. And I think the server is gonna switch in like 11 hours, 20 minutes. Something like this. Alright, so yeah, man, let's do that. I highly encourage all of you to go to the Discord. Right, we'll try to make the new channel as quick as possible. And then in the meantime, while we're still generating ideas, I'll try to make an intro episode for today. Well, first I will finish editing the vlog, but it shouldn't take me that long, only like an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours at most. And then I want to make an intro for the very first episode. We could make an Iron Man community where we could share tips. Yeah, that's a good idea. You know? We can make another separate channel on the Discord where we share the tips. And not only the tips, but our progression. Because I think once you progress in Iron Man, it's so much more worth it. You know what I mean? And people are gonna be so much more invested in it. So for example, if you reach 500k combat power as an Iron Man, people are gonna be asking questions. Man, how did you do it? Na 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 na, you know, and then you have a whole plethora of tips to share with the community. Yeah, man, I like it. I like the plan of today. There we go. This is what I'm gonna do today. Okay, guys, so the stream is about to end. If you don't have a Discord link, just please type it in so then I know that I need to add it. I'll try to fix every single episode where it doesn't have the Discord link real quick. And I'll ask our Discord moderator to make the channels so we can start, you know, bringing the ideas and voting and making all these polls immediately. Right, so I'm not even gonna say goodbye, because I'm gonna be in the Discord active, you know? I'm gonna be fully active in the Discord. We have 11 hours to decide. So let's do it. And then tomorrow is gonna be the first big day. I'll do the stream probably in the morning, and then in the evening I'll start filming my my first Iron Man Hardcore Challenge series. With the emphasis of making the best guides possible. Oh man, okay. So as I said, I'm not gonna say goodbye. Just a really quick thank you, I wanna say. You guys have been amazing. Especially like in this stream, it was absolutely surreal. We hit 5 out of 5 donation goals. That's crazy. You know what I mean? So I really have to thank you all of that for that. As well, we got a new member, Tiago. Can finally watch my Chinese drama now. Yes, grinning, squinting face. Also, you know, special thank you for this Chunky bot. I think it really does add value. And, you know, in the upcoming days on the streams, we'll make the news events. You know, and I think it's gonna make the stream even more enjoyable, plus the drops of the day. So much things are coming to the channel. And in video format and in stream format. So I have to thank all of you guys for that. So I'm not saying goodbye. I'll see you